Coming up on the week one final edition of the 100K Footy Show. Jev, welcome back. As always, to try and turn $10 into 100 grand punting on the footy.
It's finals football. It's September. It's all the finals with a sprinkle of NFL in the 100K multi this week. I can't wait for you to hear it.
We have Scully on the pod. It's been awesome to chat to the big fella,
Will
Jev.
Schofield, he's got some great stories. I've got a bold take on every team remaining in the finals. While I've been away, my autism's been cooking.
Guys,
I've got a take.
It's been awesome. You know where to find us at 100K Sports, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Send it to your nan. If she's on her last legs, this might be her last opportunity to listen to the boys. Enjoy its finals. Best time to bet. Come on.
Catch us at the Clubhouse this Saturday. Osbourne. Let's go.
Let's go on Sunday Roast. Welcome back to the show that's ready to go. The Blues just said fuck off to Chincotta, Fantasia and Charlie Curnow. Fresh off a Europe trip, we welcome back Jev. He's browner, thicker and fuller than a chicken Kiev. With 9 games left and Jev looking doughy, our bets are about as reliable as Jordan DeGoey. Welcome back to the 100K Footy Show, where every week we get together, we collect our best bets for the weekend. We start back cool, hard, crisp, $10 in pursuit to try and win $100,000. Boys, as always, this season we're officially powered by
PointsBet, of course.
Boys, it's good to be back. Jev, welcome back in studio.
Jeez, it's good to be back, boys.
Boy.
It is good to be back. An old man went for a physical and his wife joined him, boys. The doctor said, we need a urine sample, a blood sample, a fecal sample, and a sperm sample. His wife goes, just give him your jocks.
That's a new one, isn't it?
Oh, he said that about he only said that the week before he left.
You know, just give the doctor your jocks, Morty. That's how I've been about it.
Morty's great.
Jev, good to be back. Lewis, captain of the ship, long dog silver.
Fantastic. Happy to be back over here, Jev. Means you're back, and we're fired up, Das.
We are fired up. We are fired up. We've been eating. Jev's been in a good paddock.
Yep.
Jev, we just want to touch on, we know when you're overseas, sometimes you didn't have reception all the time, so we just want to have a quick wrap-up of what you've missed. Isaac Rankin's been suspended for 5 weeks.
What did he do?
Jev, he's been suspended. The Dogs bottled it against Freo and missed the finals while the Suns clinched for the very first time.
That got me pumped.
We ate world's hottest pizza and we get free bubbers for life, Jev.
I get free bubbers for life. I can't in on
Well
this.
earned. Yeah, you get it.
Jeremy Cameron was named All-Australian captain.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yep.
Will Boots on the ground, the Legends game. Met a few stars
Yeah,
that we'll touch on.
that was a sweet.
And
Very
Charlie
jealous,
Curnow's been traded to the Swans for Errol Goulden and 2 first-round picks.
Oh, no, he hasn't. No, he has not.
What are your stance on Charlie Curnow? Because you had a bit to say about him, but now he might be knocking on your doorstep.
You'll be his biggest fan.
You love him.
Yeah, I do think he's very, very overrated. But we'll see when he's in a Swans jersey. You'll see. You got to prove yourself.
You'll be all in.
I thought that when we were talking about Aaron Norton as well, they offered him a contract. I'm like, he's the most overrated player in the game, and then we didn't get him, so I still think he's overrated. But fuck, Charlie Curnow's gonna be a tough one.
You'd like him, wouldn't you?
I will like him at the Swans.
Yeah,
I
you
will.
It's good to have you back, Jev. So let's tell the fans, you've been away for what seems, I think, 5 to 6 weeks. What have you been up to?
Yeah, so just been in Italy and a bit of South France. So I got engaged. That was exciting.
Congratulations.
We went to Monaco, the Monte Carlo casino.
Yep.
So couldn't get into the Monte Carlo. You got to be full black suit. There's a crappy one next door. And I went to play some roulette, right, boys? Okay. This isn't a joke. Trying to figure out, there was one roulette table in this thing, and it was packed to the brim.
Right.
And it was €10 minimum hand, right?
Okay.
So me and Miss are on a budget. I was going, like, fine, we'll have 4 numbers. We'll outlay €40, 4 numbers. We'll just have one hand. Wins it wins, lose it lose, right? My number in roulette is always
17 black.
What's my number?
17 black.
Anyway, so I go to put €10 on 17 black, and the table's too busy and full, and I can't reach in.
No.
So I just miss it. I just miss. 17 black pops up. €360 we would have won.
Damn
It wasn't supposed to be. So that was Monaco. I couldn't believe that happened. What else happened?
Must have been nice to know you're on the right numbers, though.
Yeah. And then we played a bit of just the computer roulette, lost our cash and got out of there. And
Cheers.
It's unbelievable amount of money in Monaco.
That's awesome, Jev. And again, congratulations. Now, it's time for everyone's favourite finger on the pulse.
Yep.
The 100K around the grounds in the footy world. It's time for ups and downs. Finger me, Morgs.
Yeah, the only way we know how, Das, just to check in, Jev, on what's going on in the world of footy.
Yes.
First up for you, my friends, the Legends game. It is so back.
Awesome.
What a success, and it should be back. You and I were discussing, would love to get people's thoughts. I think there's room for it every year. I know it petered out because they worry about the stars they get, but all you got to do is just have Goz in the game, and the game works.
What a superstar. What a superstar.
But we had such a good time. Obviously, you would have seen it on our Instagram. We shook hands with Gary. I was going to say Gary Lyon. Gary Ablett, Fev. You got him to re-sign your jumper dust. It was an unbelievable experience, wasn't it?
So I just wanted to say there was Channel 7 cameras in there for a little bit in the Victorian change rooms, and then it was pretty much just us and the Victorian players. So, which is unbelievable, the access. We're allowed on the ground. It was It was actually wild. Like it was like a dream. Like all your favorite players from a young age and they couldn't give you more time. Like Steve Johnson was awesome. Campbell Brown was awesome. Just wanted to say, in a room full of stars, I've genuinely never seen anything like Gary Ablett Jr. Like you can't take your eyes off him. There's a photo of me shaking his hand. I'm going to make my wallpaper. He's got the perfect fucking bald head.
Yeah, it's so nice.
You know how bad I wanted to ask him to smell my new cologne? And like just the moment that he leans in and you just got him. Hook, line, and sinker. I wanted to kiss him on his head, but I thought I'd better not. But yeah, it was so good. Like out on the ground, Goz was awesome to see him again. Even Kane, like he was great. Like he was able to chat to everyone. So
everyone was we were so not supposed to be there. We had a media pass, but we weren't. We were in some areas where I don't think we were supposed to be. Not that we did anything wrong, but I remember one stage they were just about to address the group, and Bristle Taylor was just looking at me like from head to toe, like just giving me greasies, and all I did was just went, "G'day, Bristle." So, I'm not sure how that was received, but yeah, unbelievable experience. The Legends game, I think it's here to stay. I think they could get creative with who they have on it and just park goals in the square. The game works.
Me and Brad Sewell bonded over sandwiches twice.
Unbelievable. You should have seen it because Darce is in a Vic Media polo, so Brad Sewell just thought, oh, this is someone. They're just chatting about sangers and life and footy, and we had to get out of there. I look over at Darce, no microphone in his hand, just chatting to Sewell over a couple of ham sandies.
And then after, I was back next to the sandwiches again. He walked past, he's like, mate, there must be good sangers.
But yeah, Legends game, it's here to stay, it's back.
Old sangers, Sewell, I'll go on up.
Yep.
I'm going to say the pre-game buy. So the pre-round buy. The only reason, yes, I know you look at a lot of clubs and say no momentum, but for guys like us, the week off's been nice.
Yep.
And I feel when you're growing, you're grinding, it's a long season. I can't wait for footy now.
Yep.
Yeah,
I really can't wait. So I don't know whether you put it before the grand final or now. I think now's still the right time, but I'm really pumped for it. I'm happy to have the week off. It was good to watch the Legends game.
Yep.
College football starting, the EPL on Stan, which is awesome. Shout out to Stan. And I actually really like it. I cannot wait to watch the last 8 teams fight it out.
Especially with that Legends game. If we could just feel that, maybe have it on a separate night than that had the awards on the same night. There's a bit of a blunk. I don't know what that word means. But I reckon there's something there, Darce. I agree.
Jeff?
My skin folds. I've come back tubby. My diet's been dough, pasta, sangers, beer,
darts.
wine,
and
a couple of darts, and more pizza. So
that's fair.
My skin fold. But my other up is Charlie Curnow finally wants to play for a big club. And it is exciting. He wants out. He wants to play consistent finals. He wants to appear grand final day, whether he wins or loses. Doesn't matter. He wants to win prelims, so it's about time he wants to go.
Surf.
I thought of one today. I might have heard it elsewhere, but I thought of one. Who says no to this deal? Luke Jackson ends up at Carlton. Charlie Curnow ends up at Sydney. And Chad Warner ends up at Freo.
Carlton say no.
Why?
Because I want...
Luke Jackson's the youngest.
I don't care. He's got 4 years on his contract. He's won 2 Colemans, potentially 3. He's a full forward, one of the best of this era.
Is he trending up or trending down? Is he getting worse or getting better?
If you're asking me yes or no, I'm saying no. I want more.
Yeah, I just don't think you can do that for a ruckman. I think St Kilda have grossly overpaid. Whilst I like they got him in the building, I don't think you can commit like that for a ruckman.
So if you're asking me, I would say no. You?
I suppose I'd say, cool. I just think Chad's eventually going to end up at WA. So
yeah, that's fair.
If it means it's getting Charlie Curnow now, and I'd like Chad and Charlie. I think we'll offer 2 first, probably Papley, Slabadoozies, something like that.
So can I quickly ask you, as a Swan supporter, I was talking to a few blokes at barbecue on the weekend. I can't believe the uproar about not giving up Errol Goulden.
There's not a chance in hell.
No?
He's going to be the greatest winger of all time.
But can he win games off his own boot, Errol Goulden?
Yes.
You think so?
Didn't he just finish the year with 36-2?
Yeah, but against West Coast.
He had like 4 games like that in his 8 games.
Yeah, but I just don't know whether that leads to premierships.
He's played for 4 years. He's had 3 All-Australians. He nearly made it this year. If he played full season, would have made it again this year.
I just think you've had 3 ripping cracks at forwards. Those 3 forwards, as we've said, Jack,
haven't won premierships.
You can win games of footy. You can't win premierships. You can replace a winger. You can't replace Charlie Curnow.
Yeah, but when he's Charlie Curnow. Lance Franklin.
Pardon?
We didn't win with Lance Franklin.
But you got there. We can't be judging flags. You got to be judging on getting there, because once you get there, anything can happen.
But we got there with a Marty, McLean, and McDonald without Franklin last year.
That was a great call.
That was the best Swans I've ever seen. The 2024 Swans.
Do you think though we saw the ceiling on that day though?
Yeah,
and Errol was in that team.
Yeah, but I don't think it's Errol. Errol won't play for the Blues. Let me just put it that way. He's not coming to cut. I understand you guys want him for Curnow. He just won't go.
And a first.
I'm just saying that as a if I was a club, I know I don't want to let go of Errol, but surely he's not winning the games off his own boot like Charlie can, or maybe I'm wrong.
I think Errol's a bit better. His career is like that.
Yep.
Is Charlie still like that? Is it like that or is it going down?
I think it has the potential to be like that, but it's not like that at the moment.
It's not going to be like that at Carlton.
That's fair. No, definitely not.
Might be.
Well, I hope so.
Might be. Do you have a down?
I've got another up.
Oh, nice.
Will Schofield.
Oh, okay.
Joined us in about 10 minutes. It was an unbelievable chat. It was so good with his time. So hang around.
It will be a good chat.
It will be. It was pre-recorded.
Of course.
But no, ripping chat from Will. So stay tuned from that. He's a good man. We'll do more with him in the summer.
I've got a down, boys. No more Bachelors games.
No more Sundays.
No more
That's so
no
true.
more Batchy
It's a massive
games.
down.
So I'm starting to think. I know we got the Saturday grand final. Maybe turn it into a Batchy game.
440 at Marvel.
No. At the G, 4:40 under lights on a Sunday.
Like the NFL does Super Bowl.
So true. Think of all the
guts up.
bachelors out there. They got their roast chicken. And
Guts
what do they
up.
do now?
And imagine like if you come into Melbourne for the weekend and you get there Saturday morning and you just party all weekend.
Guts up.
Take the Monday
Do a
off.
number on yourself, Mr. Granny.
You have the VFL grand final on the Saturday.
Yep.
You have that at the G. If people want to come, at least they get to play in front of a big crowd. They're not going to tear up the ground. And then you come in the next day. You have a big day with the missus. If they're a bit crook, they stay at home. Guts up at the MCG with the boys. Batchy game.
I'm in.
I've got it down.
There we go.
The Western Bulldogs.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
I tipped him to be playing in the prelim.
Yep.
I was that all in. Bont, Ed Richards and Bailey Dale all made the All-Australian. Liver and Sam Darcy were bloody stiff and both in the squad of 40.
Yep.
They're just so stacked and they're not even playing finals.
Bailey Dale make it.
Yeah.
Did he? I must have missed
Yeah,
that.
he did.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's named half
Yeah,
back.
he did,
'cause I
yeah.
saw the photo with the three of them.
Fucking hell.
And
That is
then
so true.
They're just not playing finals.
Yeah, that is a massive down. That's a great call, Jeff.
And like I heard you last week, like Freo was so impressive to go to that game and win that game. Like
Fucking oath they
they
were.
deserve the raps. But like not having some of these Mark Bontempelli's one of the best player I've ever seen.
Yep.
I watched that Freo Dogs game
And they've done another year.
and they've cooked him for another year.
He was winning their time trials again, saying, boys,
Yes.
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go. And he did a calf and he still came back round 6, made all Australians. Nearly going to win the Brownlow. He's still the best player in the league.
Yeah.
Nearly the best player I've ever seen. He
No,
had
it's
the
a good
best
call.
game ever. He had like 36 and 2 didn't he? as
Yeah,
well?
he tried his ass off.
And they're not playing finals.
Can I say, ups and downs, still finding its feet. That's the best ever up or down we've ever had.
That's an awesome
It makes
upside.
so much sense.
Yep, it does. And it's probably high on the board.
Definitely.
We really need to rewrite them.
Fix that up.
That was an awesome segment, boys. Ups and downs.
Done it again.
Jev, the pyramid. I had to stand in for him. Not sure what you thought of
No,
it.
loved it.
We're doing it for next week.
Loved your pyramid. Loved it. I've never added Will Ashcroft. And it's one of those ones, like then I have to drop someone and it's like, oh, yeah, I'll leave that
Yep.
guy. Love that you added Finn Callan. Finn Callan is going to be on the pyramid in the finals, going at the start of next year, and then probably every year the rest of the time he plays.
To be
with him.
fair, went with integrity. I feel everyone that came in, they all had a good game.
Yeah.
Some people were saying Luke Jackson. Luke Jackson is still, he's won them games this year.
Yeah,
That's
he's
why
done.
he's in there. So happy with it. Pyramid, what are we doing?
Next week.
Okay.
Next week, lock the pyramid in.
Remaining players?
Yeah, remaining players. There's
Okay.
going to be 6 teams remaining after
Yep.
next week.
Yep.
Probably going to trim some fat this week,
I love
and then remaining teams get the pyramid.
What I love most about the pyramid from last week as well, so we said that you have to take the integrity of his pyramid.
Yeah.
So if you're going to drop Will Ashcroft, you are leaving him out of an existing pyramid.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he'll be in.
I love that.
Because I'm bringing in guys that like the remaining finals. This is when you bring in your Harris Andrews and your
Okay.
Mark.
I can't remember if I left.
these guys.
Yeah, okay.
Did I have
decide
McCluggage?
finals.
Yeah.
Did I have McCluggage in there?
I think so.
I think you did,
Thank
yeah.
God. I hope so.
Big Mark Keane.
Yeah, the
Yeah, he'll
Wombat.
win. He's going to decide some finals, Lou.
I love that.
Jev, you've been away. There's 8 teams remaining. 8 teams, 8 takes. Welcome to Bold Gold. It's bold and it's gold. Welcome. Bold Gold.
Yeah, so I've just been sitting there. I'm just been
Awesome.
just stewing on takes and thinking of every team. I'm like, just little takes on each. So,
All right, so kick us off, Jev. Adelaide.
all right, the Crows. I reckon they're going to get tight in a big final, Morgs. And I hope for their sake it's not grand final day like the Swans have done their last 2 appearances. I just reckon there's a heap of blokes playing their first finals. They've got the pressure of being premiership favourites, minor premiers, and the whole state of Adelaide riding on. And they haven't played finals since 2017, that grand final day. I reckon some guys are going to really feel the pinch.
Okay.
I can see a super mature team like GWS, Geelong, Brisbane coming into town, kicking the first 5 or 6 goals and just shutting the crowd up and just watching them melt. Guys like Josh Rochelle had a good year. He's going to come. Do you remember when he got dropped at the end of last year and he melted in big games? I can see bad moments like that happen. And I'm happy to be proven wrong. The positive for the Crows is their defense is so good.
Yep.
They could tighten up in a big final and win the game 50-45.
Yep.
Like just hold up defensively, just claw back, a big Thilthorpe goal, a Ben Keys out the back goal, and just pinch a game. So they could still get tight in a game and win.
Yep.
But I reckon they're going to get tight, Das. I reckon they're going to get tight in the final, and yeah, you're going to see it. Like everyone's going to be watching. They're just going to be. You could nearly call it a choke job. They did it in the 2017 grand final. I can see it happening again this year.
Okay. And
Just
then,
first final in a while.
and then we got the Cats.
G's are absolutely primed to give it a nudge.
Oh, boy.
I just watched Heaney, Warner and Errol last year play offensive football so damn beautifully. But when it got to the contested trenches of just like an absolute head-to-head battle, they got beaten up grand final day.
Yep.
And the bigger bodies of Dunkley and Lockie Neal beat them up. I can see the same happening with Bailey Smith and Max Holmes.
Yep.
I think they're great offensive players. And when the game's gone their way and they're getting it on the outside and using their leg speed, they're unbelievable. But if it is dead set a contested trenches game, I wonder if they're going to get found out a bit. I wonder if Danger's still got it in him to just change a game in a quarter, play a massive half. So I think they're primed. I'm just scared. These guys get found out a little by a really strong contested team.
You're fearful.
I don't take over the segment, but I see Dangerfield as if you got one game, one final series. It's like LeBron. It's like who you taking out there. It's like I want him there for one kamikaze game.
Just seeing it, I've seen GWS do it to him twice. I've seen Tom Green beat him up twice. I've seen Brisbane
beat
do it
him
to
at
him.
home.
I've seen Brisbane do it to him as well.
Yep.
And so
But for Geelong, it's almost good that they've had those losses. You know, Chris Scott's just going to come back.
Correct, but you've got to beat Brisbane at their A game.
Yep.
So you've got to be ready to know they're rolling 8 gun midfielders through there. Cam Rayner's breaking your tackles. Is Bailey Smith and Max Holmes ready to tackle Cam Rayner?
Stop it.
You know what I mean?
Hope so. What about Brisbane?
An absolute coin toss. They're 50-50 to beat the Cats, 50-50 to win the flag.
Yep.
It is just a coin toss to the Lions. I personally am still worried about no Joe Danaher.
Yep.
Like, they don't win the flag last year without Joe Danaher. They don't beat he beat GWS on his own. I still don't trust their defense. I think they're gettable. I think their defense. I just watched the Swans do it late in the year. They just ran at it a million miles an hour and they just couldn't stop them. So I think they're gettable. But on the other hand, if they do win the flag, you've been saying it for ages, Darth, they're a Will Ashcroft injury away from a three-peat if they win this flag. And it's time to have serious conversations if they are better than the early 2000s Lions, the three-peat Lions. And there is great argument to say they are. So
They're a great side.
They are unbelievable.
Nice little positive note, Jeff. What about the Pies?
The positives.
Collingwood. I had the take before the season started that Craig McRae won't be the coach the next time Collingwood win a final. I said before the year, he will not be the coach next time Collingwood win a final. And I reckon the old shucksy doodle, cheeky old ass, that old little Craig McRae thing is running.
Running thin, Jeff.
It's wearing thin. It's Texas' 300th game this week, but internally we're celebrating Ned Long's 19th game. We're just so proud of him. This little Craig McRae shtick he runs with is getting so thin. Everyone's so sick of it. The players are sick of it. It is wearing so thin. And then when they lose, he becomes an absolute C. The pressure's all on them. They were flag certainties.
Yep.
10 points clear on top. They were like $2 unbackable favourites. All the pressure is on Collingwood. They were 10 games clear on top, as I said, premiership certainties, and now they talk about signing. All they're talking about is signing Jack Silvani, and they're just kicking out the door. Myercheck, McCreary, they're offering Jamie Elliott a shit contract. Jack Crisp is his name's on their lips. They don't take care of their own.
Yep.
So they have to win the premiership this year. I said it. If they don't win a final this year, will Craig McRae be the coach of the next final?
Hey. How about the Giants? But sure you don't have anything negative to say about them.
Can we just underline shucksy doodle cheeky old ass?
Cheeky old. He does that. It was just, Bobby's so cheeky and we just love the way he plays. Thanks. I just love footy. His old shucksy doodle little shtick.
Shucksy doodle.
It stinks.
Give us the Giants.
My tip to win it. I just reckon they're absolutely primed. This is why they brought in Jake Stringer. Jesse Hogan's finally good to go. People think those two are underdone. I reckon they can be a bit underdone, but they could walk off with 8 kicks, 8 goals between them this week.
In a quarter.
They're going to be. Yep. They're just going to be deep. This is why they brought in Jake Stringer. I speak to Toby Green weekly. Yep. I obviously have in a couple of weeks, and speak to him a bit off camera. The whole season has been set up to be priming at the right time of the year, and they are.
Yep.
They've been handling business the last couple of weeks. They've beaten Geelong twice. They've pumped the Lions twice. They've pumped Collingwood. They're just getting fit. They're getting right. Sam Taylor made All-Australian. They had the heartbreak of last year. The whole preseason was based on how they blew the leads last year. They came back in three-quarter time, Melbourne early in the year. They're just primed to win it. I absolutely love them from fifth.
Yep.
Love them from
Anything
fifth.
negative on them?
Nah.
You like them?
Nah, they've got the All-Australian fullback in Sam Taylor. They've got the best back pocket in the league in Connor Iden. Jack Buckley returning from the calf. Their defense is rock solid. Their forward line is stacked. The only negative is they're one or two midfielders short. So Tom Green's a gun. Finn Callahan's a gun. After that, is Josh Kelly playing? Can we trust Cornelio? Is it young guys? Is it Ryan Angwin that might get a bit big for him? They're my only sort of next bit. I think they've got the best footballer remaining in the finals, and that's Toby Green.
Yep.
I can't trust anyone more than I can trust Toby Green going.
Fremantle.
Why can't they win it all? Seriously, why can't they win it? I'm serious. I actually think they're as good as any chance of anyone to win it all. They've got 3 key defenders, 3 key forwards, 3 gun midfielders, 2 good ruckmen, an absolute X-Factor proven final player in Shai Bolton, the All-Australian halfback in Jordan Clark. I actually don't know why they can't win it.
And your favourite player, Caleb
I
Sarong.
was going to say, is this a reversal?
You
love him.
I've got nothing negative to say about him after that Dogs game.
Yep.
I actually think they can win it.
Okay.
I think they can win it from 6.
Gold Coast.
I'm not tipping them,
Yeah,
but I don't know why they can't. Just a free swing at it. They've finally made it.
Yes, they do.
I know they wouldn't say this part out loud, but I reckon in the building they know they aren't winning it,
Okay.
winning the whole thing, but they probably think they're winning one in the next 2 or 3 years. So this is their chance to get finals experience and take some scalps along the way. Let's see what the best midfield duo in the league, Rowell and Anderson, can do on the final stage.
Yep.
Let's see what future sons, guys that are going to be there for forever, like Bailey Humphrey, Ben King, Ben Long, Mac Andrew, Ethan Reid, Bodie Hewland, how these guys play in finals. Guys that are going to be sons for a long, long time. Let's see who's made of it. Can they take a scalp? Can they take a second scalp? Can they be playing in a prelim? Can they make it to grand final day? Like that. This is all what we get to see this week.
Yep.
Like who's ready for it? Who's got the stomach? How are Rowell and Anderson going to be finals?
I know for a fact that they are a little bit disappointed that if they made the top 4, then they get a real free swing. They win one game, they go straight into a prelim.
So true.
So
a prelim at Gold Coast.
Yeah.
What I also wanted
What
to
loss was that? The Port Adelaide loss.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know for a fact that they're just like,
Well,
fuck.
what I wanted to add, and I don't think Bailey will mind us saying this, but off camera, there is no doubt. We try and tread pretty lightly, Das, in terms of planning the pod, whether we're going to do a pod next week about On Air with Bear. There is no doubt in my mind they think they can win it.
I love
He
it.
hasn't said it, but the way that they speak, and not arrogantly at all, but there is no doubt in my mind they believe they can just get to prelim weekend and then whatever happens, happens.
And as I said, the perfect dress rehearsal, you go in a hostile crowd against against Port, and you shit the bed, and Dimmer's like, all right, that's it. That's the crowd we didn't step up for, and they can't wait to go play over in Freo.
Me saying how Adelaide might get tight, the most loosest team ever were the Richmond Dimmer sides. They played so happy and free in finals. They laughed and joked grand final day. They were never too tight. They just dominated grand final day. I wonder if Dimmer's putting that magic dust on the Suns. He's like, free swing, boys,
100%.
smile, have fun, enjoy the moment, feel the crowd. It's a free swing at it.
I mean,
I don't think they're going to win at all, but I'd love to see them take a scalp.
And last one, the Hawks.
Absolute premiership certainties. They've drafted a small forward at pick 5 as the cherry on top of the perfect list to take them over the top and win premierships. They were the pre-season premiership favourites at $7. They won the March and April premierships and celebrated accordingly.
Yep.
I can't see how they don't win it all. Everyone's told me how good they are all year. They've got the best coach remaining, a future AFL top 10 player in Josh Weddle coming back, the best small forward in the game, the best key defenders in the game. They're just primed to win it all. I can't see how they don't win the premiership.
You've heard it
They
first.
are certainties. Certainties.
That one's a reversal.
Nah, they're certainties.
I love it. I
That's
can't
awesome,
wait.
Jev.
Can't wait to
You're
get
going
a
to put
roast.
$1,000 on them. That was awesome. Jev, you've had a lot of time off, a lot of time to stew.
Cut sick. I love it.
That is bold gold.
That is so bold.
It's bold and it's gold. Bold gold.
Hey, thanks.
Boys, that'll be back. Unbelievable segment, Jev. Joining us now, 194 games for the Eagles. 2018 Premiership star. Under 11 state hurdles champion, Will Schofield.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
Wilbur.
And here he is. Scully, how are you, mate?
What a fucking intro. Tell you what. That is just fucking some very kind words, boys. Appreciate it.
Of course, mate. Now, always good to catch up. Before we get into some AFL footy, we quickly want to touch on your stint in the Carlton draft. What a ruck. What a goal. Out of the ruck, pulled it out. Can you talk us through the goal?
You boys have seen it, right?
100%. Have we what?
I tell you what, I made sure every person in Australia saw that. I reckon I shared that for upwards of 700 times. Any sort of sharing numbers is basically me. the second this thing comes off the boot, like it was a moment of absolute perfection. Like the second it touched my laces, it was never missing. If you watch it back, it literally leaves the boot, and I'm just back and back into the thousands that have rolled up the hill end, just absolutely fucking given to it. Like, it just was never missing. I just promise. A moment like that has never happened in my career and never will again, and I don't need to do anything ever because it was captured on fucking video. And so, thanks for coming. All my chips are in, and I'm done. The table's done. Thank you.
Yeah, so no call-up to the Legends game? You didn't get the call-up?
Well, I don't know if anyone's put this together, but there was no Fox Footy talent in this game. It was a Channel 7 Hutchie Enterprise. So, like...
That's a good call.
Yeah, if you think about it, there was no one that operates on Fox Footy in this one. No Jordan Lewis, no Jonathan Brown.
Great call.
Yeah, good call. Did you
else?
that goal is why you do that sort of stuff, that Carlton drive. Like, that's the absolute fairy tale for an ex-AFL footy player to be able to kick a goal like that. Just like a wet 7-iron. You just sort of slapped it on the side of the Sharon. Have you ever kicked a goal like that in your career?
No, I've never gone close to kicking a goal like that in a career. And one thing I always live by is that, these fucking forwards that literally just kick it through the big sticks. It's not that hard. Like the two big ones standing in the middle, chuck it on the boot. How these blokes in front of goal paid millions of dollars can't get it done. I'm 36 years old, weighing excess of 100 kgs, and I'm just...
You're a good paddock.
It's not that... No. But honestly, I don't think I've ever kicked a goal like that. I've actually kicked some half decent goals at AFL level, a couple of good running ones. And
I was going to say, there was that running one you showed us at Gather Round. There was like 3 or 4 bounces. You got it back. The locks on the head. You carried on like a pork chop. That is a snag.
Hang on. Let's just... I showed you it at Gather Round. Is this on the hill, like day 4?
Yeah.
Does that sound
No,
about
as
right?
soon as you have one beer, you whip that video out. You've got it shortcutted on your phone. Watch this, boys. It doesn't do much for you to show.
Well,
it is a banger, though.
Guess what? I've now got a new fucking shortcut, and it's the Carlton draft goal. Mate.
Sure.
Yeah, and like the boys at Clubby who filmed it, who were rippers on the day, they did a great job. It was, they had the cameras fucking in that pocket, and we got frontal vision. It wouldn't have been done better on Channel 7 or Fox Footy. Like, they wouldn't have had the angles. But the Clubby boys are there. There was a bunch of girls, young girls who did a great job too. They were sort of running the socials of the local footy club. They were there. They got it. So it's on TikTok. It's on Snapchat. So, mate, any platform, it's seen it. It was brilliant. Couldn't have been better. It was so good.
Hey Sky, I got some good news. Since we've talked about it, mate, it's coming back in the feed. It is coming back in the feed.
And
Let's get that baby back up.
And we have to get the running goal.
100%.
We have to get that running goal. You have to remind us where it is, and we'll clip it.
Which one?
Oh, fuck. You know exactly the one. You take 3 or 4 bounces.
There's a few. There's quite a few. There's one in a derby. There's one. David Mundy's still stuck in the fucking grass here at Subiaco Oval. That I sold him that much candy. There's one at Football Park in Adelaide. They looked like I was playing a game by myself. It was that open on the wing. Get them all up. Put them all together.
We will.
We'll dig these up. It might take a while.
We'll have to make a carousel. So let's have a chat. Harley Reid re-signs with the club. How's the reception been in Perth?
Well, you boys are over East, right? The only people pushing that he was leaving was East Coast media. It was bizarre. Over here, it was, there was a lot of noise around how happy he was at the club and that best mates with Minnie now, and Luke Shuey, former captain of the club, saying that he's never seen a better leader. It was getting a bit carried away, right? Over here, it was the opposite. It was it was Scott Pendlebury, basically, leadership personified sort of operator. But, there wasn't as much noise here that he was leaving. And then when he signed, I guess it wasn't as big of a deal. West Coast fans over here, boys, have been in pain. One win for the season. They're one of 5 teams in 50 years to do that. And one of them was GWS in their expansion year. One of them was Fitzroy in one of the last years of their operation. Yeah. They burnt the club down. And a couple of others, I think, probably in the World War. So, West Coast have had a pretty bad season. And for Harley to sign, people are up and about. You boys know my man Dan over here at Backchat. Yep. He's been struggling to get through doors. His head's sort of wobbling around. He's fucking banging his head on doors. He's very happy.
He's a proper nuffy West Coast supporter. He still thinks they're winning every game when he watches them. He was that flat at Gather Round watching them lose to the Blues. So Oscar Allen's on his way out. Can I just get you, what would it have been like if Luke Shuey or Josh Kennedy decide to just leave mid-season, like how would that be going in the club?
Well, I was trying to relate this to someone else, and I just feel like it was so poorly handled with I don't know if you boys saw it, the way it was rolled out when the Hawthorn stuff came out with Sam Mitchell. They basically had him at gunpoint on the far side of the oval here at Lane. He was wearing like a black West coat. It was like he's not our player. Like, but this was the captain. Yeah, but he's a captain. Like, can you imagine? I don't know, Jordan Dawson, Marcus Bontempelli, like roll through the captains at AFL clubs leaving. Like, it's almost like it's not a big deal. I've been over here sort of doing my media stuff going, this is a big fucking deal. The captain's walked out of the club. Like, say what you want, but he's walked out. The club doesn't want to give him a contract, but it's sort of like everyone seems like, oh, all good. Oscar Allen's done.
You're right.
It's bizarre.
Is it true, and I know you'd know the rumours on this, the senior players at the club, like Jeremy McGovern and stuff, were filthy about the way he was rolled out in front of the media like he was at gunpoint? Like, did that go down really bad in the building?
Yeah, within the four walls, I don't think. Well, there was a bit of everything, right? Like, I don't think it's overly positive as well that the captain's looking around, but that only happened because West Coast didn't have a contract in front of him. So I don't know specifics in terms of players, but there's a lot that's gone wrong at West Coast the last couple of years, and captain leaving being one of them, senior players sort of. Like McGovern having to retire on the back of, injuries. So Dom Sheed's in the same basket there. They've replaced their coach, their CEO, their head of fitness, who is now getting poached again to Essendon, I believe. Like, they just haven't got a lot right. So, the players, it's just a hard one, right? Like, they elected Liam Duggan and Oscar Allen as captain, a couple of years ago now, and then... Liam Baker's come to the club. Apparently he's a very good leader, so they've kind of got issues there. But winning one game in a year, there's not many seasons that finish like that where everyone goes, oh, well, good job, boys. That was fun.
So how are we fixing West Coast? So obviously the first domino was Harley re-signing. Now you're getting pick 1 and 2 for Oscar Allen leaving. How are you fixing it? What are you thinking? How big do they have to think? Are they thinking 3 years, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years?
Well, they're basically fire selling, right? So Oscar Allen, captain, gone. They'll get pick 2. Liam Ryan, probably one of their only other players with any currency. He'll go to St Kilda more than likely on a 2 to 3 year deal, which is good for him, good for the club. People are saying they should be pushing for a late first rounder for him. I don't think you get that this year, but potentially a future first. It'd be a stretch, but he was All-Australian not too long ago. And, he's still the sort of guy that can take mark of the year, goal of the year. If you want to highlight, go and have a look at Liam Ryan's hanger on my head in the waffle in 2017. Got him drafted, actually, I did, by being a stepladder for him against Subiaco. But he can still do that. So he's going, how do you fix him? You just need a better list and you need more players. And you can't click your fingers and do that.
Yep.
But if you think about... honestly, I've actually been pretty positive, more positive than I have been over the last couple of years. In the last 10 weeks of the season, I was pretty positive on West Coast in terms of their green shoots. So, like, Job Shanahan looks like a very good player. If you can add Jake Waterman to him, it's suddenly... you boys on Job?
Yeah, we like
Absolutely.
Job.
We love Job Shanahan.
That's Job Shanahan.
Sign him up, Minnie.
He'll honestly have 5 kicks, 4 goals. Like, he's maximum damage, old Job Shanahan. Like, he's unbelievable.
He
just looks like like the perfect forward. He's played like 6 games. What a pick.
He looks good. Just imagine, like, if they can actually get these picks right, 1 and 2, and I don't reckon if you look back at the history of the draft, has there ever been 1 and 2 failed? Sometimes 1 doesn't go as well as you'd hope, but 2
Scully
is really
and Trengove.
good. Yeah, okay, yeah. I see you, Scully and Trengove. That's not bad. But not often can you fuck that up that badly. So if they get them right, if you've got Harley Reid, pick 1, pick 2 as your midfield, let's say they take 2 midfielders, that's suddenly pick 2 pick 1s and a pick 2 in your midfield. Like, that's a fucking good midfield. That
hopefully
should
they
be
get Rowell and Anderson. Like, they take their Rowell and Anderson. Take 2 blokes that are best mates or something, even if you reach a bit on pick 2. Yeah,
and the last 3 or 4 drafts have been unbelievably stacked. But let's go through. While you're fixing clubs, what the hell is happening at the Blues? Charlie Curnow, Vossi, apparently there's obviously a tear there. What the hell is happening? What are you hearing?
Are you going to have a spine next year? Silvani, TDK, and Curnow gone.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Like, if you said this 6 months ago, you look at the team that we went to the prelim with against Brisbane, there's probably like 6 or 7 of those players that are gone. Jack Martin's gone, Kennedy's gone, Doc's retired, and then you got all those guys that are left. It's pretty wild. So, what are you hearing from the Blues? Because it doesn't seem like it's too good internally.
Mate, I'm not hearing anything from the Blues, to be really honest. They don't speak to me at all. But what I'm seeing, yeah, g'day, Vossi, Scully here, mate. Just wanted a quick chat about what the fuck's going on with your list. You seem to be in absolute turmoil, mate. Oh, you've lost your list manager, your GM. Everyone's leaving other than you. Okay, perfect, going well. It's all good. You've never been better. Okay, just jump on the phone to Andrew Dillon. That's going well too. All right, cheers, mate. Have a good one. So apparently, all good at the Blues.
There's always whispers, Scully. We want to try and get, if you've heard any whispers along the tracks.
My whispers that I'm hearing, not from the Blues, or not from anyone, but just my own head, is I reckon Charlie's out of there, boys. Mate, loves the surf. Gold Coast or Sydney's calling him. Get him closer to the beach. You can't catch a barrel in Port Phillip, can you? Like, there's no barrels down at St Kilda foreshore. He wants to get in the green room.
If he ends up at Geelong, is the competition fair? Surely it's not fair if he's playing for Geelong with Jez and everyone else they get.
Can you imagine rolling down as a key backman to Geelong's forward line? You're fucking rolling down there. Who have I got today? Oh, Jezza Cameron and Charlie Curnow.
Oh,
basically, you just go, oh, you're fucked. And, mate, Shannon Neal is going to be, like, if he's not already, absolute weapon. So, you'd pass that game. You'd be doing a little 1 week, I reckon, little 1 week carvey. Sorry, you want to have
1 week. So we've got the draft at the end of the year. Scar, are you a fan of the father-son rule? You reckon it should go? And do you think, like, the first 18 picks should just be the clubs just pick? There's no academy, there's no bidding up, there's no father-son, and then all that stuff can happen after the 18th pick. What do you think the draft should do?
It's a difficult one for me, right? Because I do have personal, I guess, involvement in this. I've got 2 sons, a 7 and a 4-year-old. Would I like to see them play for West Coast? Not in this year's team, but maybe in the future. Yes, but I think they could probably make it on their own again. So, like, the romance around it's great. I don't have a strong opinion that we should get rid of it. I know a lot of people do. You look at Brisbane's side. What have they got? They got 3 father-sons in there. They got 2 Ashcrofts plus a Fletcher.
Yeah.
The 2 Dacos boys.
Dylan and
Darcy Moore. Yeah.
So, and Geelong, they had, you can mount a case that it's unfair. I like the no father-sons in that first round and the academy stuff. Get all that out of the first round. Let's try and protect that a little bit. Let's try and just get the best 20 kids in the country or 18 kids in the country to, the side, top 8, first round sides. But honestly, I said this today on another podcast, boys. My knowledge and understanding of what is going on with academies, with father-sons, with the NGAs as well, like they're the same things as academies. The priority picks, like there's that much going on with point selections. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you boys do as punters, but I have no idea. I literally don't.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Unless you trade out your first round pick, so like Hawthorn has Carlton's, but the first top 18 should be protected. Like, you should be able to get the best players. So North Melbourne or West Coast should have been able to get Nick Dacos the other year. Yep. And then in 3 years, if he wants to come home, then he would demand 2 or 3 first rounders, and then West Coast get that back. So I think it evens it up like that, if you'd agree.
Yeah, I do. I just think it need to simplify it. Like, in the end, the draft is becoming a really, from a content point of view, a lot of people are following it. It's becoming a huge audience builder for people in sport content. Like, it still needs to be simple so people can understand what's going on. Like, trade period, yes, but also the draft. Like, I think fans just want to see who their club gets, and they've got pick 3, and suddenly that's pushed back to pick 8 because there's these bids coming in for whatever's going on. And like I said, I don't understand it half the time. So if I don't understand it and I'm invested in it, like, how are you meant to understand if you're just a regular fan?
100%. Now, mate, we're starting finals this week. You obviously went to 2 grand finals in 2015 and 2018. Can you give us a few really good stories obviously mainly from 2018, probably not 2015, but is there some really good stories that stand out to you?
Well, you boys have got to watch the superstition stuff pre-game. So there's a couple that are really important to watch. So sunglasses in the parade, right? Whoever is wearing the most sunnies in the parade is going to lose.
Wow.
I like this.
Yeah, this is good.
So 2015, mate, we may as well been doing a Ray-Ban commercial. We were just fucking, that's a shocking sunny brand to use. Rixies, right? We should have had our bloody Rix eyewears on, right? Mate, we were dumb. Some blokes were wearing 2 pairs of sunnies, one on their head, one on the eye, and we were just like, we thought we were Hollywood, right? We thought we were $1 million. And Hawthorn, and you look back at it, none of them had sunnies on, and it actually was a rule, and Simo was spoken about this since. He was like, I fucking lost us that grand final by not telling you boys that that's what you need to do. Now, it's a mindset thing, but superstition-wise, sunglasses. So 2018, we had a rule, no sunnies. If you look at the photos from the parade, not one pair of sunnies on.
You're all just squinting out of the sun, huh?
Mate, so funnily enough, our friend Jeremy McGovern, he was under the injury cloud, remember? He had the broken ribs, and he had refused to go to the grand final parade. He said, I need to do a recovery. He was properly fucked, boys. Like, he played with broken ribs. It was amazing that he got up and played, and one of our best players. But he said he's not coming. Anyway, the AFL got on the phone. This is a true story. They got on the phone and said, if Jeremy McGovern's not in the parade, you blokes don't get to train on the MCG. Like, this isn't optional. Wow. Jeremy McGovern is to be in the parade. We don't care if he's injured. We don't care what's going on. He's to be. So we've all left on the bus to the parade, but he's at back of the hotel saying, I'm not coming. There's this big back and forth with Nisbet, with McLaughlin, AFL
Nisbet
headquarters, blah, 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 never been better. And they made him come. So he's got an Uber. He's fucking rushed there. We're all sitting, the parade's held up. It's about half an hour late because he gets stuck in traffic. Anyway, amongst all of that, we're sitting there fucking squinting our eyes out with our hats on, no sunnies. And Gov rolls up, and now the whole media pack is around his car because he's not on there. They've taken his sticker off. Then they've had to put it back on because he's coming back. If you look at the photos, his sticker's fucked on the car. It's like all over the place because they took it on and off. Anyway, he gets on there. There's a million fucking microphones. Jeremy McGovern sitting there with his fucking sunnies on. So anyway, yeah, no sunnies. Like you know the last one touching the cup in the final photo, right?
Yeah.
You know that one. Like, you have to watch for that. Who holds the longest? And don't think the players don't fucking know that either.
One day,
Especially after last year, it was funny.
One day they will not let go because it's unbelievable.
And then we had one in our 2018 grand final. I'll just finish on this one. So, basically before the 2018 grand final, someone told Josh Kennedy a few things. The first thing was in the 10 years prior, the team that kicked the first goal didn't win.
Lost.
Right? So you kicked the first goal final, lost the game. So if you watch the 2018 grand final, Luke Shuey basically off a secondary bounce, comes streaming out, laces out JK. Right, 20 seconds, 30 seconds into the game. So he goes back from a spot, he'd always kick it, and there would be plenty of punters around the country that have backed Josh Kennedy for first goal. But he tells the story that, well, he heard that stat, so he fucking just sprayed it out to the right nicely and missed it. Right,
Jaden Stevenson kicked the first.
Then didn't Collingwood kick the next 5?
Yeah.
You guys would have been regretting that.
Yeah. Cheers, JK. Fucking awesome. And then, so last one was winning the toss and kicking to whatever end we kicked to. That's the end to kick to in the MCG to win. So there was a split in the stats. Well, if that was the punt road end, I can't remember which end we kicked to, but whatever end we kicked to in 2018, that's the end the winners will be kicking to.
Okay.
We'll get Trav in the truck to make sure we find out which one you're kicking.
Now, just want to know, when we had a chat at Gather Round, you were just saying, what was it like on field? Because even down 5 goals, do you seem pretty confident the whole game? And were you talking a bit of shit out there?
Oh, unbelievable amounts of shit. It was, I reckon if you put on par, me and Chris Maston on the hill day 3 gather round, it was actually very similar areas on the field, MCG 2018. I don't know why that was. Like, I just had this ultimate belief in that year that we were going to win, and like I would have looked like a complete fuckwit if we had have not won. Clearly, like I was running my mouth a lot, but it wasn't I guess disrespectful. It was almost like a way of trying to get us up to win, and like starting 5 goals down, you think that'd shut us all up. And in 2015, something similar happened, and we did go quiet, and we ended up losing. So it was almost like a way of talking yourself into it, and then your teammates hear it, and you're like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, like Scully thinks we're going to win, like we're going to do it, and it just kept going and going and going. Got to admit. The amount of shit I've been talking, like me and Adam Treloar have spoken about this as well. Like I was going at him very hard, like aggressively, that was fun until like there's 2 minutes to go and we're still losing, and it's like, oh, like fuck, this is going to be bad if we lose this one. But we didn't, so it was fine.
So good. Obviously, Sky, we've got 4 weeks left, so it'd be our fault if we didn't ask you for some help, some predictions. So first off, sell us. Who will be their prelim weekend?
Final 4.
I did a thing today. I had to text someone who I thought was going to be in the granny, and I need to get the fucking fixture up in front of me because I hate how the fucking thing crosses over.
Yep.
But my grand final, and we can work backwards from here. Adelaide played GWS in my grand final.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I like it.
Nice.
So that means obviously GWS beats Hawthorn, so it's not Hawthorn. GWS play who? Can you tell me who they play?
They'll play Collingwood. They'll play Collingwood when Adelaide beat them, and then go to the Geelong Brisbane side of the bracket. Yeah.
Great. So Collingwood's gone, and then the prelim means it would be
Say
Brisbane
Freo. It'd be yeah. I don't know.
You've sprung us.
I've cooked
We should have
myself
got it
here,
up.
boys.
I can't believe you've gone Crows Giants.
Yeah, I love that though.
Crows Giants.
Yes,
I love
the
it.
Crows Giants, and then prelim must be like Brisbane,
Geelong, probably.
and then Geelong. Yep, Brisbane, Geelong, Adelaide Giants. That's the prelim.
I love that. You've just gone no vast. I've asked for 4 teams. You've gone, here's the granny boys, fuck the rest.
Well, before we go to the individual awards, then who do you have winning that?
Yeah.
I have GWS winning the grand final.
Wow.
So do I, Sco. So Brownlow medal, current fave is Nick Dacos, followed by Bailey Smith. Who have you got for the Brownlow?
Now, you boys will fucking know this. Who was I speaking to on socials at the start of this fucking year about Matt Rowell? I was talking to one of you.
Yeah,
You
were.
can go back and check your DMs.
Oh, we've got the DMs. They don't go anywhere.
You did.
You did. You just love Matt Rowell and a vote getter. So
Right.
do you think
Matt
he gets
Rowell.
more votes than Anderson, and do you think he wins it?
Well, I backed Matt Rowell at $60.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
So
Love
it's
that.
looking nice at the moment. So I've got to stay with Matty Rowell. I picked him at the start of the year.
I like it.
I like his vote-getting ability. And whoever I was chatting to was saying that Noah Anderson, this and that. Like, Matt Rowell gets votes. Even with, like, Anderson and Rowell, like, in the games they win, they'll get 3 and 2. Like, it's not like they're going to be stealing 3 votes off each other. It's going to be stealing 1 vote at best. Like, I like Rowell. I really like him. I reckon he wins it.
We were chatting to Bailey, and he reckons if the only reason why Rao does, he always hands the ball back to the umpire every single time. Shakes their hands, and he always hands the ball back. But he's at the coalface, same as like Cripps, when stuff you might not see on TV, when you see it up close and personal, how fast he's going, how tough, it must stand out.
For sure.
Hey, boys, listen to this stat for you. Hang on. This is very good. The last 13 Brownlow medalists, 13 in a row. You have to have been top 5 for contested possessions and top 5 for clearances. All right? There's only 3 that are in any value whatsoever. It's Matt Rowell, Tom Green, and Caleb Sarong. So only those 3 can win it, boys.
There you go.
Because he's number 2 in tackles, number 1 in clearances.
There you go.
That's great stuff.
So he's
Maybe.
first
Don't
or
worry about
second in the footy.
tackles. Stuff tackles, mate. Contested possessions and clearances.
So you've given us our grand final. So then we're going to ask Norm Smith. You get the best value for Norm Smith right now before the finals even start. So a Crow or a Giant, who have you got for Norm Smith medal?
Finn Callahan.
Yes, that's my tip as well.
Oh,
Finn or Toby Green for sure. I played junior footy with
Grew up
Finn
just around
Callahan.
the
We're from
corner.
the same local footy club, so
Are you best, mates?
we're similar talents.
Quick, explosive.
I taught him everything he knows.
Left-footed.
His leg speed, whatever you need.
Fucking hell. You're in fucking like grade 3 accounting with fucking Finn Callahan. It feels like you're fucking his brother.
He called you Gerald. Hey, very quickly, just because we're finishing on a fun note. So obviously 10 teams done and dusted. They'll be on footy trip now. We had to ask you your best footy trip story. I know you probably can't say 98% of them, but if you got 2%.
All right, so straight into it, if that's all right.
It's just tattooed on your hand, wasn't it?
So Thailand, Phuket, which is where West Coast are right now, by the way. They're on Phuket for their footy trip.
That's
so
up.
I'm sure that's going well. So picture this, Bangala Road. I reckon it was probably 2013-ish. Been drinking all day. I'll leave names out of it. So it was me and Chris Maston.
Smart.
So there was this person advertising like a chicken restaurant, and they had a fucking big chicken head on, and it was like they were in a big chicken costume, and like as you do on a footy trip. And I don't condone this, kids, and whatever, but we're having fun. We stole the chicken head, right? Yep. And so, Masto's running around with the chicken head, just like an absolute goose. Not, I don't think, hurting or really offending anyone other than like we'd stolen the chicken head. A few hours went past. I should also note that in this story, I'm wearing a Spider-Man morph suit. So my entire body is zipped up in, like, you cannot tell who I am, right? So it's Spider-Man. So the night goes on, Maston in the chicken head, me in the morph suit. No one knows who we are. We're in this place in like some sort of bar with like a dance sort of area. And we're like Spider-Man and like doing these things. Anyway, the fucking like having a great time. The lights come on and like 6 soldiers come into this venue. Assault rifles in army attire. And it's like, like looking around like, who the fuck are these? Anyway, they get both of us in headlocks, right? And drag us outside, take us into an alleyway, and like we're fucked basically, like blah blah blah. Anyway, out of nowhere, I don't know where, basically a guardian angel, this like guy who spoke English but he also spoke Thai, started translating for us, and he was like, they were going nuts, not guns in our faces, but they're fucking just like going nuts. They got their handcuffs out, and we're like, fuck, all right, this is gonna be perfect. We'll just be locked up in Thai prison for the rest of our life. Sounds fucking great. This translator was like, boys, you need to go and get $4,000 Aussie. It doesn't matter how you get it. That's the cash they want. If you give them that, they'll let you go. If not, you're going to jail tonight.
Oh my God.
So needless to say, we got some cash. We got both fine ATMs. We're fine ATMs. And we paid them. We paid them $4,000 in Aussie cash.
Jesus.
On the phone to the manager. Who was your manager at the time? We saw him on Super Bowl Day. What's his name again?
Nigel Carmody.
Nigel, that's right. Nige, sorry, mate. Just need a quick transfer over here.
Sorry, what's this $4,000 withdrawal from the Bank of Thailand? Anyway, we got away with it, boys. So there's a story for you.
That's gold.
If that leaked back to the media, how much trouble would you guys have got in?
Yeah, like probably a fair bit, but like I reckon it was even earlier than 13. It was probably 12 or 11. It was pretty fun.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Honestly, like
Different age.
it was. Mate, I've seen worse things happen on footy trips. It was pretty harmless, right? We just took a chicken head. We weren't fighting anywhere. We weren't doing anything. We just like took a chicken head. We were just running around like pretending to be a chicken. Like it wasn't that bad. Other than if we had been like prosecuted for stealing and in a Thai prison for 10 years, it probably would have got a bit of attention.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. So let's have a look at the off season. Is there any other summer sports you're going to look into? NFL, EPL, Live Golf. Is there anything on the radar for you?
Well, cricket's going to be big, isn't it? I'll be making my way to Boxing Day Test. I just booked my flights the other night, so I'm leaving the kids with Santa on Christmas Day. I leave at about 10 p.m. I got the midnight horror. I think I land in Melbourne about 5 a.m. Straight to the pub, straight to Boxing Day, which would be great. EPL. I'm back in on the EPL with Stan sort of taking over. I just never had an Optus Sport account, and so I'm back in business. Yeah, I'm a big Arsenal fan. So what about you boys?
Hey, go the Gunners.
Let's go.
All in. All in.
We did lose against Liverpool fucking Sunday night, boys. That wasn't ideal.
That's fine. We don't remember that.
Victor Kakais couldn't score.
My new man's that fucking easy bloke. He looks fucking elite.
Darcy's man.
Yeah, my man.
Darcy likes Declan Rice.
Yeah, and Bukayo Saka.
Oh, Saka. Let's go.
I've been an Arsenal fan for about 2 weeks.
So finally,
yes.
no, you go.
I was going to say, you'd like, per murder Saka, you'd have been a big fan of his back in the
Oh,
day.
of course. Yeah, Henry.
What's our coach's name? He played, didn't he? Arteta.
Was Thierry Henry? I always thought his name was Henry.
Yeah, there you go. We're all over it.
Yeah, so we're all over the
Just
Gunners.
disrespected the entire fucking Arsenal fan base, but yeah, his name was Thierry Henry.
Tago Henry.
So before we go, this weekend, just the footy this weekend. So what's the vibe in WA like right now with Freo playing in the finals? How confident are the Freo supporters? Like how big's the town right now? What's happening?
I actually reckon we lost a bit of momentum with this fucking bye, boys. Like, we had the Waffle Finals set up over here, and there was huge crowds at those, and I reckon people forgot a little bit about the fact that Freo are playing in a final against the Gold Coast Suns. So just starting to warm up a bit right now. It'll be heaving. Like, it's sold out about an hour after tickets opened over here. So I reckon they'll set the attendance record for a Freo game, even like better than derbies. I think they'll it's absolutely sold out. You cannot get a ticket over here. So that's how you know. When I start getting texts like, "Can you get me a ticket to the Freo game?" Like, that's when you know there's trouble with tickets. But it's going to be good, boys. Yeah, I'll be working radio, which will be good. Fox Footy flying in the big dogs over here. So see you later, Scully. Back to radio for the weekend. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's going to be good. Working radio is fun because you get to you just sit there in a hoodie and talk shit. And no one's probably listening.
We know all about that.
No one listens to us.
That's this right now. This is radio. So you reckon there'll be just 55,000 crazy Freo supporters? Do they are they certainties? Do they just beat the Suns? Is that how the town's thinking? Do you give the Suns any chance?
Well, probably, but that's the problem, isn't it? Like, games that Freo have, probably should win this year. They've struggled at stages, and they're a much improved side from like Freo gone by. They call it basically like events that happen like this, like being really dockery. Like, if you drop a game like this where you should win, it's dockery, right?
Yeah,
and so
that's good.
So like, I think there's just a lot of like inbuilt doubt in Freo fans. Just they haven't had the ultimate success ever, which I don't. That's West Coast fans love to roll that out, but it's just ingrained in them to think the worst and to, I guess hope for the best. But ideally, there'll be a huge crowd. Freo itself, which I don't know how much time you spent over here, boys, but Freo itself will be absolutely pumping. It's a great hospitality venue. Like, there's just a lot of venues down there, and they'll just be rocking it. And I do think they win. And again, I don't know exactly who that means they play, but I think they can challenge this year. Like, I think they could make a prelim. I don't know if they can win it all, though. It'll be tough to win 3 games on the road to win it.
Yeah,
100%. Mate, really appreciate you for your time. I think that's, almost 40 minutes. Mate, we're heading over to Perth for the wrestling, so we'll definitely come over. We'll tear up a few beers. Again, appreciate your time as always, and we'll catch up soon.
Let's do it in person when you're here in Perth, boys. Pleasure. Sorry I was hard to track down, but it's been very good fun as always.
Awesome. Thanks, Scully. Really appreciate it, mate.
Thank you, mate.
You're a good man.
Awesome chat.
Oh, he's
Will,
a
he was
legend.
so generous with his time. We're hoping for maybe 10 to 15 minutes. He goes off on a tangent.
So good.
He looks incredible, the boy.
Yeah, he does.
He looks
Good, Nick.
Had a couple of drinking sessions with the boy. He loves it. He loves to cut sick. So, boys, coming up next, we deep dive into week 1 of the AFL Finals. We'll be right back. The Sunday Roast is back for season 2025, Jeff.
Oh, the show where we celebrate the winners and roast the losers.
You can find us every Sunday night after the Bachelor's game where we get on, and Jeff, it's one hell of a show.
We give you the best odds and the best opinions, but the best odds are the bets you weren't on, but wish you were on.
It is out 6 a.m. every single Monday morning after the round concludes.
Listen to it driving to work Monday morning. You'll absolutely love it. The Sunday Roast.
Let's go. Alrighty, guys. Awesome stinger. Jeff, it's good to be back. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I can't wait to get back in.
Jeff, you're hot. You're loose. Let's
get
get into it. This is the best time of the year to bet on players, boys. Week 1 of the AFL Finals. You got the 8 best teams in there that have all had a bye. Thursday night footy is going to be in the Ramble as always.
Yep.
Usually it's Thursday, Friday night. But that means we've only got 3 games to bet on. Yep. And the Friday night game is a banger, Jeff.
Banger.
So we have to start off with it. Friday night, Geelong, Brisbane.
100K in.
100K in.
Friday night is in the 100K multi. Starting now. The multi's not on as we
No.
record this.
Not
But we're
right now.
gonna Spit some legs.
Shuck and jive.
Shuck and jive. As you guys have been doing, been liking it, been watching it in Italy, been loving it.
Nice. Now, so I just quickly want to say.
Yeah, I want to get some stats.
I've got some stats of some big bets that I don't think will be in the multi because it's the first game. But if there's anything on the viewers back home, at home listening, I just thought I had to bring them out.
Thank you.
So Brisbane have won each of their last 8 matches in Victoria. They're paying $2.25.
Yeah.
That's not too
That's a
bad.
good stat.
Tyson Stengel for 3 or more. Stengel's kicked 3+ goals in 3 of Geelong's last 4 finals matches. So he likes finals. That's
that.
paying $5.25. Callum Archie for 3 goals. $9. Callum Archie has kicked 3+ goals in 3 of Brisbane's last 4 matches as an underdog
right.
at the MCG.
I knew that.
Here we go. Charlie Cameron, 3 or more goals. Charlie's kicked 3+ goals in Brisbane's last 3 finals matches in week 1 as an underdog.
That's so deep.
$5.
How many stats is that?
$5. And I got one more here for you.
Yes.
Lockie Neal for 35+.
This I like.
$7.50. Lockie Neal has recorded 37+ disposals in each of Brisbane's last 3 finals matches in week 1 of the finals as an underdog.
Love that.
So in his last 3 week 1 finals as an underdog, he's had over 37 disposals, paying $7.50.
What does that tell you? Like, it's hard to even compute.
Again, I just had to get
No,
it out.
I appreciate
I
it.
had to say
They're
it.
good stats. We'll have to have a little multi of these legs.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
a little $5.
Even tease down potentially.
Yeah, bonus bet.
We'll throw that in the Discord.
I just had to say it.
Thank you. honestly.
Jev, some legs.
Cam Rayner for a snag.
Yeah,
Come
good
on.
call.
He has Norm Smith written all over him.
Yep.
What Cam Rayner
Are these
is...
my notes?
Do you have it?
Yeah, go.
Sorry.
No, it's good.
What Cam Rayner is right now is exactly what West Coast supporters should want Harley Reid to be.
Good call.
But probably sooner for Harley. They probably... Remember, it's taken Cam Rayner a while to get here.
A while. We were saying he was a bust.
Yeah.
We're saying he can't
it's been
play
like
football.
10 years, and he's been good for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Now this... Like, we hope Harley's this in 1 to 2 years. But anyway, Cam Rayner, he's kicked 2, and 3 in 4 of his last 5 games.
Yep.
Awesome. Heaps of 2s.
Yeah, great
Kicked
2s.
3 and 1 in his games against the Cats this year. And thanks to StatMate, I can see what he's done at the MCG. 2 in the prelim last year against the Cats, 1 grand final day, 2 round 11 against the Hawks, 2 round 21 against the Pies.
Yeah.
For 1, he's $1.31. For 2, he's $2.50.
Yep.
And for 3, he's $5.75. He's just on fire. All I remember against Friday night, Lions Cats, GMHBA Stadium, watching on TV, he was walking through tackles.
Yep.
He got this centre clearance and just walked through tackles and kicked a massive snag. I'm telling you, Bailey Smith and Max Holmes do not want to tackle Cam Rayner. And if he runs straight at him, it could be damage. So
I love
he's
that.
kicking a goal for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
$1.31 as the first game of the 100K multi is just gold.
Lego next. I just want to piggyback off that because I had written down as well. I said
please.
he should be the Gary Ayres medalist. But Jev, to deep dive a little bit more, he's kicked 2+ in each of his last 8 away matches.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
kicked 19 goals in his last 8 games.
There you go.
3-2-2, 3-2, 3-2-2.
Yeah. And
He loves it away. He loves white shorts
Yeah,
and the
yes.
red Fitzroy jersey.
Great
it just
call.
feels like he's finally watched tape and they've just told him how explosive he is.
Yep.
And he just fucking breaks tackles. Strong legs.
Probably makes you think as well. He probably didn't have the fitness that he would have hoped for about
Nah.
literally 5 years.
And the confidence.
Never.
Yeah,
and
for
the
sure.
confidence and the continuity in his game. Yeah, he's just a star now.
That has to be in Lewis. What do you like?
Loman! Kai Loman. This guy's hotter than an Oakley kebab. If you want to bet on blokes with runs on the board, he's basically Matty Hayden. 100% his last 5. 2-2, 1-1-2. Last time he played the Cats, kicked 2. It's all there. Kept it simple. I like him for $1.44. I think that's awesome.
Yep.
I don't think that's even a Sunday leg. Like, I genuinely think $1.44 is awesome. Same with your $1.30, Jeff. Often in the pre-game when we get together and put the multi on, we sometimes go to 2 because we have to. The 1 for $1.36 is too good.
Yep.
We don't actually have to go to 2, I don't reckon. So, yeah, $1.44 just for 1 for Kai.
It's crazy. I had that written down and that written down. But I've got another one here. I looked at this and I thought this is leg of the week.
Yep.
If you can get close to a $2 leg, you're like, oh, you've found one here.
Sure.
Ollie Dempsey for a snag is $1.95.
Yep.
His
Great.
last 10 games at the MCG, 1-1-2, 1-1-2, 2-2, 2-1. He's kicked 15 in his last 10 games at the
Without
G.
missing.
He hasn't missed.
I love that.
He's 100% his last.
He's
10 at the
100%
G.
his last 10 at the G. He's paying $2.
We have to take that.
Yeah,
What are we
definitely.
doing?
It takes his few risks.
Take
with
a
He's
few
that.
risks
kicked,
for sure.
And that's at the MCG. He's kicked 6 goals his last 7 games. So a single goal in 6 of his last 7. The only one it wasn't against was North. He wasn't trying.
No,
He was
of
sitting on the
course
bench with Danger eating a kebab. So absolutely love that.
Strikes me as a finals player as well.
Yeah, I do. Jev, anything else?
Well, I didn't have this written down, but we're gonna do it live. I got the stat mate up right now.
Thank you.
And
it's free.
It's free. It's a great and NFL's on it now. We'll talk
good.
about that
Oh,
later.
boy.
Anyway, Lachie Neale disposals. So we
Yeah.
haven't seen him since round 21 against the Pies, right? He had a bit of a quad, and they said he's just shut down for the season.
Yep.
When I was watching Brisbane Hawthorn, and that game was just awesome. He was up in the stands. He sits with Buddy Franklin. I don't know what they're doing up there, but they said he was right to go. But they just held him out.
Yep.
And they gave him extra time.
Extra 2
so it
weeks.
just makes me feel like
this.
he's primed, right? So the last 2 games he played before he got injured, he had 36 and 36.
Yep.
Right, 36 and 36, like you said, Das. But against the Oppo this year, he only had 17 and 20 against the Cats, so he gets tagged.
Yep.
Does Chris Scott tag him, but he's the unknown of if he's 100% fit, or does he tag Hugh McCluggage, or does he tag Cam Rayner?
I think someone's got to go to Hugh first.
Yeah.
And then if Neil goes, then you swap
So
the tag.
for 25 touches, and at the venue, this is his last 5 at the venue.
Yep.
36, 32, 42, 35, and 31.
He loves the G.
Awesome.
That's at the G.
Imagine if he played in Victoria.
So for 25 touches, we're getting $1.69.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
For 20, we're getting $1.14.
Even that's not bad.
So
for
20 is a lock.
Yeah.
If we can get away with just having him for 20 in the multi,
Yep.
locking him, he's going to be fit as a fiddle. That's a lock. If we need him for 25, we're happy to take him at 25 at $1.69.
Definitely.
Let's go.
Yeah, definitely.
I've got one here, and I could not wait for week 1 of the finals. We did a deep dive last year, and we found the greatest finals leg of all time. Zach Guthrie for 15 touches.
No way.
He's the finals GOAT at $1.44. Do you want to hear his last finals form?
You know I do.
In the prelim last year, he had 18 against Brisbane. 2024 qualifying final, 27 against Port. 2023 in the grand final against Sydney, had 15. In the prelim, had 19 against Brisbane. Qualifying final in 2023, he had 17 against the Pies.
just
And
a
in the
lock.
2021 prelim, he had 17 against Melbourne. The man's a menace.
Yes.
$1.44. Zach Guthrie in finals, 15 touches, is a lock.
100%. So in.
Like,
Couldn't be more in.
15. He's been nurtured into this role.
You found something.
I fucking oath I have. I remember we found it last year. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, well
Do you have any
done.
more legs?
Yeah, I got one more.
Oh, yes.
That's why you got to check your notes too.
You got to check your notes.
You got to check your notes.
From last year.
Give me the dangerous Pat. Patrick Dangerfield, 15 disposals, $1.63. He's tougher than a $5 steak. We know this.
Yeah, he is.
He could corky a corky. That's
Yeah,
how tough
he
he
could.
is. Last year in a final, he had 24 against the Lions. In 2022, he had 28 in a final. In 2020, he had 17. Something about the Lions in a final, the Paddy loves. Okay, the form is all there. He's a big finals player. If you can't see Danger having 22 and kicking 3 in every final this year, I don't know what to tell you.
They need him in the
Like, he's a
midfield, I'm telling you.
finals player, and I reckon 15 taken all the way back. We've looked at him towards goals, but I reckon this is when he comes back out. He plays a bit more forward later in the season, but this is finals now. $15.63 is too good.
He has to go to 2 to 3 centre bounces every quarter.
100%.
Every quarter.
Yeah.
He's getting the pill. He's kicking snags. I'm looking for a goal as well.
And my-
$1.62.15. I can't believe those odds.
This could be the most bettable game of the season.
And it's first off the rank. The other thing as well, could they play 2 taggers?
Yeah, they will.
So if
they
they
play Mark O'Connor and
Yeah.
the other, Oyson Mullen.
So if you've got 2 players genuinely going to 2 other players, it means someone like a Dangerfield is going to have a bit more of the agate.
And you got Atkins in there just trying to ruffle up feathers as
so
well.
Atkins, O'Connor, Mullen, and then it's going to be Dunkley. Jared Berry does a bit of that role. Who else plays on someone? Who else stands on someone for the Lions? No, they just play offense.
they just
They
go,
just
look,
run
it's
and
going to be
hit
awesome.
We are going to be rich.
No, are we what? Let's get on to Saturday. Giants versus Hawks. Now, I don't want to take anyone's thunder. I hope I don't. But, again, I found some awesome bets.
Yes.
I've only got 2 now. Our man, the Walkhead.
Yep.
The blimp is a beanie.
Yep.
John Newcomb for 30 disposals.
Okay.
30 plus. He's paying $6. John Newcomb has recorded 31 plus disposals in each of Hawthorn's last 2 final matches.
Oh, yeah.
$6.
He was
That's
great
really
against
nice.
Port Adelaide when Port got him last year. I
$6.
remember how good he was.
Walk and roll.
And your man, Toby Green, to score 3 or more goals. Toby scored 3 plus goals in each of GWS's 4 previous finals home matches. So his last 4 finals at home,
Yeah.
he's kicked 3 plus.
Let's go.
That's paying $3.10.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Kick the exact score of the same 3 goals won.
Maybe, has
Yeah,
he?
3 goals won the last 3 games.
There you go.
Those finals, 3 goals won.
There you go.
Wow. So his last 4 finals matches at home, he's kicked 3. So
Yeah.
3-1, 3-1, 3-1.
Yeah, I'm
Can you
almost
back-
certain.
Can you back exact?
Check that in the truck, but I'm pretty certain.
There you go. Do you have anything for me?
Yeah, I'm all in on GWS this weekend. And for him to win
Yeah.
the flag, give me Finn, give me Tom Green, give me Toby
Yeah.
Green, give me Jesse Hogan.
Yep.
We're getting $1.56 for Toby to kick 2 this game.
Yeah.
$1.56 for Toby to kick 2.
nice.
He is absolutely primed. Like prime.
Yeah.
So he got the corky from Aliir round 13.
Yep.
He missed round 14. Suspended against the Swans round 20. Missed round 21. And then just had the pre-finals bye. So in this last 8 weeks of footy, he's missed 3 of them. So he's just been, every time he plays well.
Yep.
And then he's had time to freshen up his body.
Yep.
Whereas like Jack Crisp, Jamie Elliott, they've just been playing. They haven't stopped except for this bye. He's freshened up, ready to rip this final series to absolute shreds.
Is he what?
I adore him for Norm Smith. You guys know this. But yeah, for 2 this weekend, 2 and 3, his last 2 against the Hawks, 4, 2 and 3, his last 3 leading into the finals. He's the best footballer remaining in the finals. I'm all in. I'm happy to take him for 3 at $2.60. I just know how much
nice.
this premiership and final series means to him as the captain,
For sure.
and someone that's had the multiple grand final and prelim heartbreaks. I just know. I see him talk about it, and like the whole season is planned to be where they are right now,
I like it.
and give themselves a crack at it. So for 2 at $1.56 feels like free cash.
For sure.
I like it.
It feels very similar to the week after the Dogs. I think you would have been away. We cashed in. We
Yeah,
cashed
did we
in.
what?
When he
just
sat
knew.
there and watched them lose
And
by
he-
80 points.
And 4 goals 17, I think he kicked
Yeah.
the following
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
We cashed.
Yeah.
Did we
It
what?
was fucked. We should announce. Come join us at the Osbourne. This
Okay.
week. We'll be Aces Clubhouse. We'll be down there. Daisy Thomas, Mitch Wallace, Tommy Sheridan, Campbell Brown will be there. Billy Brown. There'll be lots of happy hours, giveaways. We'll be running amok. I'm hearing the Wiz Watson will be there. Darth, not sure. Maybe a certain Chisler, but
Before the game.
tickets are free. It's going to be an awesome day. So yeah, make sure you sign up. We'll throw the link in this YouTube and the Spotify link. But just wanted to announce that, Darth.
Great.
Give me the Devil's Fringe.
Who's that?
The Jedi Jerry Curl, Connor McDonald.
Nice.
Anytime, $1.80.
Okay.
Love this guy. You know I do. The footy gods reward anyone that would run that sort of Jedi. For as long as he
100%.
has.
Yeah,
I
they
think,
have to
I think
reward
that's
it.
why. 1, 0, 1, 2, and 1 against the Giants. So good form there. Obviously the one donut, but I'm happy to take that on. That's one of Engie. So likes
Nice.
Engie, which is good to know. He's the most Western Sydney looking hawk that's ever. I think that's probably a good call as well, which it suits what we're talking about, but he clearly loves kicking snags against him. So I followed him all year. The $1.80 again, it's just that value that we need in a 100K multi. And I think for the Jedi Jerry Curl is a good bet.
Again, we love the goals, but big time player, Jack Ginnivan for 1 at $1.42.
Yep, it's nice.
I thought maybe $1.42. He's built for the big stage. Any big game, he steps up. Anzac Day when he has to verse the Pies again. Finals, he seems to keep on doing it time after time. So his last 8 games on the road, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2.
Love that. And you just
He's a
know-
road warrior.
And you just know he's going to have the role in either Lockie Whitfield or Lockie Ash. And if he'll catch them sleeping. If they're sleeping, he'll be out the back kicking a snag. I love that.
He loves for it. Anything else?
Yeah, the local produce.
Yeah, of course.
Your favourite player's favourite player.
Yeah.
Finn Callahan, I just love him and reckon he is ready to rip a final series apart.
100%.
I've said it a couple of
Yeah,
times,
it's a good
but
call.
he's like 21, 22, handsome as fuck, like 6'4".
Quick as.
Big final.
He's had a breather now.
Good revs on the ball when he kicks it.
You love his revs.
Yeah.
Be hard footy to mark. He was a bit stiff. We're getting $1.50 for him to have 25.
Yep.
He's had it his last 3 games leading into the finals. He's just a star.
Yeah, he is.
Finn Callahan 25 at home, big final.
I like it.
Produce. Lewis.
That is all for me.
I've got one more. Had to take the whiz Nick Watson. So depending on where you boys want to land on this, for 1 goal is $1.29. Had 27, I think, in 1 earlier in the year against the Giants. Remember down there, the Giants kicked first 5, then they came back. That was
right.
probably his best game for the year. But always say, if you like him for 1, you probably like him for 2. So
true.
potentially at $2.40, he's 2 finals games last year. He
was unbelievable.
He kicked 4 against the Dogs and 3 against Port.
He was unbelievable.
Again, this is why they said you draft him. I know it's the second game. I love him for a goal at $1.29. If you love him for 1, maybe we love him for 2 at $2.40. Happy to only put him in for 1. But again, he's kicked 9 goals in each of his last... Wait, what's his kick? His last 9 games, he's kicked 14 snags.
Yep.
So he's been pretty consistent towards the back end of the year. And he seems to give a lot off. But I feel he's going to get hopefully a little bit
Definitely.
more hungry and they're like, mate, go.
So
Feed
let's like think about this out loud. So can we take Ginnivan, Watson, and Connor McDonald all
one.
for a goal
For
in
one,
the
I think.
same multi? The reason so you can not like it. The reason I like it is, so let's say Sam Taylor goes to Jack Gunston, Jack Buckley goes to Marbiol Chol.
Yep.
Connor Iden goes to who's the third tall?
Mitchie Lou.
Mitchie Lou.
No, he's not playing. Who's
he?
Cole Shadir.
Cole Shadir.
Connor Iden goes to Cole Shadir. They reckon Mitchell might not play.
Yeah,
Yep.
wow.
So then they're their 3 best defenders. Who plays on? You got Lockie Ash, you got Lockie Whitfield. Who's playing on Nick Watson?
Yep.
Who's playing on?
I think they'll all be matchups at some stage. Connor McDonald always pops
See,
up. Guinea will.
I reckon Connor, if Nick Watson's one out in the cube, I reckon Connor Iden's going to go to him. Toby Green talks about Connor Iden.
Yeah, he does.
Like he is the the best player in the competition.
It's going to be interesting to see what Sam does with that.
Yeah.
So very excited. So can't wait to see who we put in. Any more legs?
No, that's for me.
All right, boys, and let's get into Saturday night. This will be the last game. Fremantle and Gold Coast. So we spoke about this a little bit earlier. Spoke about it with Scully. This is going to be awesome. Fremantle's pumped for it. A home final.
Yeah.
He reckons the momentum's worn off a little bit, but I've just got 2 bets here. So Andrew Brayshaw for 30-plus disposals. Seems like a lot. This is 410, Jeb. He's recorded 32-plus disposals in each of Fremantle's last 2 finals matches. Again, like John Newcomb, the last 2 he seems to step up. And then Dan Rioli for 25-plus at 540. It's currently sitting at 540. Dan Rioli scored 26-plus disposals in each of his last 2 appearances against Fremantle. 540 for someone to have 25 off a half-back, running, wing. You think that he's had a lot of time off. He'll probably come in and want to try and light it up.
No.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it for a singles bet. Who do you like in this?
Pat Voss is kicking 2, isn't he?
Would have thought so.
His form going into the finals is 3-0, 3-3-3.
Yeah.
So he's kicked 3 goals, 4 of the last 5 games. He kicked 3 against the Suns in round 12 as well. We're going to $1.83 for him to kick 2.
That's really nice.
At home in a final. He's the third fiddle. I think Jai Miss is the most overrated player in the comp, but geez, he was good against the Dogs and he helped them. That honestly feels like they're giving away money. He's a gun, Pat Voss. I do like him. I like the celebration. I don't know why people don't like him. It's like Tom Papley. It's like
I agree.
It's a part of the theatre. It's entertaining.
If you zoom in on his face, he looks a lot like John Newcomb.
I'll pay that.
They've got the big ears. I'm going to show you a photo.
The way he just ran at the Dogs.
I find it funny.
It
I
was
find
so
it
good.
entertaining. I can't hate him. He's good for the game. So I think Pat Voss kicks 2, whether they win or they don't. I think Pat Voss kicks 2. $1.83. It's basically saying his line's 1.5, and we're taking.
I like it. I like it.
Lewis.
The 2 stats you said and the Voss are classic examples of, I reckon, like Rioli and who was the other one you said? Brayshaw. They're tease down jobs.
Yeah.
Like it's just too good to be able to not tease down. And maybe, Voss might be short for one. That might be one of those classic instances.
This Saturday night though.
But piggyback on, I took Dan Rioli for 20. Hey, $2.25. The big garlic aioli, the rolls aioli, big D-bag. I call him
D-bag.
He's so
D-bone.
He's back like a baggy gene, this bloke. He's been really good. Really good after missing 2 months. Only had 17 touches, but 10% less overall time on ground than he usually has.
Yeah.
So the fact that he had 17 with the 10% less is I'm baking all that in. You have to. You actually have to.
I love. Are you done? Sorry.
Good
I
enough.
love how much Bailey Humphrey rates Dan Rioli.
Yep.
You
so
speak
true.
to him, and he goes, "You don't understand how good this bloke is," sort of thing, and like how he says, he's like, they just get to work back there.
Yep.
Dan Rioli and John Noble just get to work. So I rate it so much. He's a gun.
The stat that I don't love, opposition numbers, I'm more like venue. No, don't be. 20, 22, 26, and 27 his last 4 against Freo. I just don't know whether that converts into
20 at $2.25 is awesome.
I like the 20. I just think the 25
Last
in a
game.
final.
25 yeah.
Just
25's too much, but
Yeah.
20's awesome.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. For 540, you never know. Might happen, but I'm just saying if
What
any
if
punters...
Switter goes to him though? Smartest man in football.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he's got the legs.
Switter blankets him.
Missed a few
Switter's
goals.
got the legs.
I've got one. So I thought the multi might need some juice.
Okay.
Last leg. Pyramid player. Don't know where we sit on this, but Luke Jackson for 20 touches at $3.30 as a last leg.
Talk to me.
Now, he's hit it 3 out of his last 5 games.
20?
20.
Okay.
But when they versed the Suns in round 12, he had 27.
Wow.
Again, big name player for 20 touches, last game, 330. It's a bit of an anchor leg. We can tease down to 15, but I didn't know what we might need as it's only the 3 games. I thought, I'm happy to bet Luke Jackson 20 touches last game. I think he's going to go mad.
We almost need to film us putting on the multi because I'm looking forward to it because we're going to need something like that. So whether that goes in, I'm interested to see. But
Well, when we get to, I don't know. But
Yeah.
I got one more.
yeah, please.
I got one more as well.
Took for 20
Yep.
at $1.20 just feels right.
Does.
He's a Sun. When you think of the Suns, he's a Sun.
true.
He's never going anywhere. He's a lifer. He's a Suns lifer. It's his first final. He's never had under 20 in Perth. Wow. Never, ever at the venue had under 20. He's had 20 plus in his last 5 games leading into the finals. As I said, it's his first ever final for a bloke that's just a Suns lifer. He's going to give it his absolute all. Do you think Took's going to leave anything on the field?
Nah.
I wouldn't
His
have thought
first
so.
crack at
And
being...
Swallow. We've just heard Swallow. I'm not
Swallow's
sure
playing, yeah. So Took for 20 at $1.20.
Yep.
It just
Really
has to go in.
Yeah. Morgs, do you have any more?
Yeah, I do. I also just wanted. I came onto the points bet to check if you could bet on old Dickie Swallow yet, but I don't think he hasn't in yet.
Might be this up.
But definitely one to watch.
Yeah, 100%.
Just for your personals. Brady Hewland, my man. You had to bet on
Brody.
Brody. What did I call him?
Brody.
Brady. That's his brother.
The Brady bunch.
If you don't bet on this bloke, you'll lose.
you'll lose. And
Correct. You know I've been a big fan of this bloke. It's the exact leg I want coming into the last game. He's had 15 and 15 in two games against the Suns.
Yep.
Had 15 earlier in the year at Optus. Last 5 Bakers weeks, 15, 15, 16, 18, 17 and 19. So the form's all there.
Yes, it is.
So if you don't bet on him, you lose.
Rawr, give me the bear.
Smart.
We have to, whether we put him in or not, I just want to say,
Yeah.
for one goal at $1.65.
I saw that as well.
Had a bit
I
of
knew
time
you
up. So for 3 goals, he had 3 goals against Brisbane, 3 goals against Richmond, none against the Blues. Should have had 3 under the lid.
Yep.
And then 1 goal, 2 against the Bombers last week with only 58% game time. We're being told bear in the square. There is a game plan. There is a set play.
Yep.
There is a book there for him that they know if there's a matchup, maybe a splitter goes down to him. Give it to the bear. Whether we put him in or not, maybe we just let him play his final. But $1.65 for people around Australia, I'm telling you, behind the camera, there is a man ready to explode.
Bailey Humphrey is the Jordan De Goey of Dustin Martins.
There we go.
At the Gold Coast.
There we go. There we
I
go.
can say-
Whoa.
All right. I know I haven't got notes for this. Gold Coast do not tag.
Okay.
They do not tag. They do not care what opposition players do.
Yep.
We're getting $1.56 for Sarong to have 25 at home. 25, not even 30. 25 at home. We're getting $1.69 for Brayshaw to have 25 as well. And then Anderson's $1.29 for 25. Rouse $1.50 for 25. Rouse had... This is StatMate's leg of points bet.
Yep.
Matt Rouse, an absolute bull. He's had 25 plus 4 of his last 5 at Optus Stadium.
Fuck, that's good. Yeah,
I love the fact we didn't mention like any of
The
those
big
for the
superstars.
multis.
I just had to go and look.
Yeah, no.
You got to look.
What did Caleb Sarong do against... I don't want to bet on Sarong. I know I've got take integrity here, but you guys just fluff, would you?
We'll be right back.
This is his form against the Suns. 27, 29, 37, 26. Hasn't gone under 25 in his last 4. They don't tag. He's had 24, 26, 28 lead into the finals and 26 his last game in Perth.
I just don't think we're going to need to go near him.
At $1.50.
Yeah.
I'd rather
it's a good call.
$1.50.
Oh, well,
$1.56.
Yeah, that
Well,
is
Jeff,
nice. You're
Jeff,
right.
if we need some extra juice, let's have a look because the NFL is back, boys.
Yes.
The
Thank
NFL, so
God.
we might need to juice up the multi. We're just going to give everyone 2 legs.
Yep.
2 legs that we're looking at. I don't know what you guys have looked at. These might go in. Now, hopefully, we get through all the AFL games and it comes to fuck, boys. We're waking up tomorrow morning. We got some NFL football.
Yep.
And we got some touchdown scorers and some prop bets to hit on. Jev, who do you like?
Well, I'm only giving 1 pick.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
And he's the best touchdown scorer in the game. Arguably my favourite player in the NFL. My number 1 pick in fantasy, and that is Jahmyr Gibbs.
Wow.
He is a superstar. The
love
running
it.
back for the Detroit Lions. If you're trying to get into NFL, this guy makes the game entertaining.
Yep.
Go and watch Jahmyr Gibbs highlights. He scored 10 touchdowns in his last 5 games.
So good.
This is like, I'm like talking AFL, like he's kicked 10 goals in his last 5 games. Scored a touchdown.
Yep.
Scored 10 touchdowns in his last 5 games. He scored in both games they played against the Packers last year.
Yep.
And they're playing the Packers in opening night. He's an absolute athletic, genetic freak.
He is.
He's currently playing $2 for a touchdown.
So good.
We love $2 legs in the 100K.
So much.
We won't be getting those odds for much longer. I'm taking Jahmyr Gibbs to score a touchdown as my 1 NFL leg in this week's 100K multi.
I love
Lewis.
it so much. Jahmyr Gibbs got 10 touchdowns in 5 weeks. Scored his last 2 against Green Bay.
That's
love
good.
it so much. It's an incredible leg. My other leg was Kenneth Walker. Anytime $2.45.
Oh, we love some
This
penny.
O-line, my Seattle Seahawks, the O-line is being slept on, okay? We'll come back to this quote next week. I'm telling you, it gets a lot of shit. He's been talked about as a top 6 pick next year, Das, in fantasy, Kenneth Walker.
Yeah,
so they reckon if he plays a healthy season this year, he can't play healthy because he runs like a V-line at a box of shapes, but if he
This
plays...
can't be true.
No, I'm
He
telling
is.
you.
He's the next coming of Adrian Peterson. He
If
shaved
he-
his head. He looks awesome.
Quote it right now. If he plays 15 out of 17 games, he'll be a top 10 pick next year.
I want him so bad in my team.
$2.45 against the Niners. I don't like the Niners, and it's a great bet.
I've got 2 little ones here. So I love this. He's been burning blokes. Absolutely burning blokes, Jev, in the nets. Devontae Adams for a touchdown at 240. His first game with Stafford. He's going to feed him. He had 5 touchdowns in his last 5 games to finish off the year. He versed Houston last year, who we're playing, in the Dome, at home. He had 91 yards and a tud. I love that in the personals. Understand if you guys don't want it.
Who are you playing?
Houston.
Yep.
$2.40. He's going to get fed. And then my other
You
one.
got to unfollow the Rams Insta.
I was going to say, you don't know there's another 31
no.
teams.
I'm just saying.
Hey, you got to say you're saying.
I'm just saying.
Statmate leg of the week.
Well,
Devontae
is it?
Adams was a red zone threat last season, scoring four of his last 5
Speaks for
games
himself.
and adding another touchdown in week 9 against the Texans.
There you go. I didn't even read off that. There you go.
$2.50. That's a good leg.
There you go.
You're a Harrod, was he?
There you go.
And what's your
And
other leg?
I just had to say this. Derrick Henry for 65 plus rushing yards.
This is well.
So this is $1.36, boys.
That's nice.
Fresh off a preseason. He hasn't gone under 65 in his last 18 games.
That's good.
So he's averaged 143 yards
looked
in
at
his
this
last
before.
5. In his last 20 games, he's averaging 117 yards.
Shit.
So to be honest, I love 95 for $2.35.
Yep.
But understandably, if we just want $1.30 leg at 65, Derrick Henry, I'm telling you, is the greatest player to bet on and watch.
So
100 yards is breakfast.
we better. They've added NFL to Statmate.
Oh, it's so
and
good.
it is fucking awesome. You go to Derrick Henry's
Oh, God.
thing. So this is his last 5 at the end of the season. 84 against Buffalo.
Yeah. Good team.
84. His line was like 82 and a half. That's a shocker. He had a shocker.
Yeah.
Because the week before that, he had 186, 138, 147, and
Come on.
162. We can take him for 65 yards, can't we?
$1.36.
65's $1.40.
That's nice.
It's gone in.
Yeah.
It's gone
I like
in.
it.
65. Do you want him in there?
Well, let's talk about it. Other side of the break. All right, before we go.
Okay.
Before we go, I just want to grill you very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, roast you as such. Jeff, can't wait for the roast to be back this
Yeah.
week.
It's going to be awesome, Jeff.
Just want to get a quick couple of predictions for you, okay? Start of finals. We've got to do it now, so it's on tape, and then we go through. Very quickly, give me Darcy your prelim weekend.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly if these is how it's going to match up. But my top 4 sides, I've got the Cats, Adelaide, Brisbane, Giants.
Jeff?
I've got the exact same prelim here. I've got it being Adelaide versus Geelong in Adelaide, and then I've got Lions versus GWS at the Gabba. So it depends who you tip this weekend. Who have you got this weekend in Geelong Lions?
Oh, that one's such a coin flip.
Because if the Lions win, it's GWS Lions.
Yeah, I'm going Brisbane win.
Yeah, so that'll be GWS Lions at the Gabba. If you like the Cats, Brisbane will find their way to Adelaide Oval,
Okay.
and then it'll be Geelong GWS in the prelim.
Yep.
Like it. So who's making the grand final or who's winning?
I've got Cats Brisbane. I've been on the Cats the last few weeks, but for some reason I'm leaning towards Brisbane. I love back-to-backs,
Yep.
and it should be a 3-peat. I love Brisbane.
I've
game.
got Cats GWS.
Like it. Who's wins?
GWS.
Awesome. Brownlow, Darce, go.
Yeah, so I've been the last few weeks, and we had the pyramid. I got so Dawson,
Yep.
550. But again, I still think Rao, awesome that Scully said as well. I've been asking Bear every
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
I said, I think Rao still gets more than Anderson. So I still love Rao at $8.50.
I'll probably have to lean on you guys a little bit here.
Okay.
Because I haven't looked at the odds much. I was following, I was listening to you guys, but
That was an
I
amazing.
rely on the Sharks so much.
I know.
And we don't have him this year. So I still see Brownlow things on Twitter and Insta and stuff. Some guys still have Bontempelli winning. Some guys still have
wild.
Zach Butters winning. Like, that excites me so much. I'm probably leaning Noah Anderson. And
Yep.
on take integrity, I reckon he won it in the round
Yep.
that doesn't exist. I reckon he just went and won it in the round that doesn't exist. I can't wait to see that
So
Brownlow
true.
night. So they'll get to, remember I said round 25. They'll get to round 24 like it played out. They'll do the Suns game and then the Suns game again. It'll be the last game of Brownlow night.
Yep.
And you know how it's now Andrew Dillon, but Gill used to do it. They slow it right
Yeah.
down. And if it's someone at the end, and
For
right,
sure.
they'll be, what will they say? Gold Coast Essendon, 1 vote.
B King.
B King. 2 votes. M Rao. 3 votes. N Anderson. I now pronounce you your 2025 Brownlow medalist.
He'll-
I'm going to be on Anderson.
He'll say the M and N very like the same, like Pam. And
M Rao.
Anderson.
I love it. Norm Smith, Darce, go.
Yeah, so I've got the 3 there. I just think we have to go. I can just see Bailey Smith having 40 and 1
Yep.
and winning and
You
just
said
topping
that.
off an awesome year. Ashcroft is my actual pick. I
Yeah.
love the back-to-back 23.
Yep.
$23, and then the Smokey, who I love. I just think the best price you can get out of any superstar player right now. Only has to kick 2 goals to win it, as apart from other smalls or other forwards. Cam Rayner at $67.
Good. Yeah, 67 is really nice, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm all eyes on Finn Callahan at 51 to 1.
Yep.
I agree with Scully if you heard the Scully interview earlier. And I can't say no to Toby Green at 81 to 1.
Couldn't agree more.
81 to 1. I
And
think
Bear at
it's-
500 to 1, of
Thank
course.
you.
That's
They
it. That's
make
worth a sprinkle.
Yeah.
Very quickly, Gary Ayres.
Cam Rayner.
Love it.
I'll go Toby Green. It's
Great
going
calls.
to be someone that has to play 4 finals. So it's either going to be Geelong or GWS for
Hey, you
me.
can win with 3.
I love
you
it.
can win 3. 100% you can win with 3.
Other side of the break, first goal glory. We'll get this multi on and a little bit of rambling if we haven't already.
We'll be back. All right, we're back.
Great stinger.
Awesome. Here we are, part 3 of the pod. We're about to get into the ramble. We're going to read out the multi. We've got some stuff I want to touch on, boys. First goal glory and all the good stuff. Jev, read out the multi.
So you got to put $11.10 on this bad boy.
We'll spot you after
we'll
your
spot
trip.
the dollar.
We'll give you $1 back. Yeah, $10. Ask for an extra.
You've had a
$1.
big trip, mate.
Yeah, thanks. So Geelong versus Brisbane.
Go.
Cam Rayner anytime.
Tick.
Ollie Dempsey anytime.
Tick.
Kai Lohman anytime. Zach Guthrie 15. Lockie Neal 20.
Good bets.
Awesome bet.
What are you laughing at?
No, I was
GWS Hawks. Toby Green 2.
Bang.
Ginnivan 1. Nick
on.
Watson 1.
Yep.
Finn Callahan 25. John Newcomb 20.
Love it.
Awesome bets.
Next, Freo Gold Coast. Took 20. Luke Jackson 20. Luke Jackson 15.
Yeah, I love it.
That's good.
Dan Rioli 20.
Love it.
Pat Voss 2. Bailey Humphrey 1.
Yep.
Caleb Sarong 25.
Oh, it's a great bet.
Then we get into the NFL leagues.
Okay.
Kenneth Walker anytime touchdown.
Monday.
Devontae Adams anytime touchdown.
Stat-mate leg of the week.
Jameer Gibbs anytime touchdown.
Stat-mate leg of the
Monday.
week.
Derrick Henry 65 rushing
That's a
yards.
fucking
which is
multi.
10:20 a.m. on Monday.
That is so good.
So good. So it gets a bit of NFL at the juicier legs in the NFL,
chunk.
the $2 legs in the NFL. But it's week 1. Like
Oh.
your best players score week 1.
What a time of the year we
What
are
a time
in.
of the year.
I'm licking my lips for summer.
So,
on.
boys, that's an awesome multi. Now, before we get into some of the good stuff, we did a preseason pod.
Yes.
We put a lover's multi on for every single team.
Yes.
And I feel if you put stuff out there, Jev, we're happy to say where we're wrong.
Yeah.
But we try to put a multi on that the fans would love. So I've actually got all the multis here.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what they paid,
Yeah.
but the multis, we're going to go through them. Adelaide, Jev.
Yes.
We needed Adelaide over 11.5 wins.
Tick.
Fogarty and Thilthorpe to combine for 80 goals. So they
Tick.
combined for 95. And then Rankin All-Australian.
Oh, that is stiff.
It's a good bet.
And we should have done Jordan Dawson All-Australian.
Yep, let us
That
down.
is stiff.
Next one, Brisbane. Brisbane over 14.5 wins.
Tick.
Brisbane top 4.
Tick.
Lockie Neal All-Australian.
Stiff. Oh my God. And Hugh McLeod makes it that stiff.
Our Blues won. Blues top 4. Pat Cripps All-Australian. Kerno 70. Bang, bang, bang. All losses.
All loss.
Next one. Nick Dacos Brownlow.
That's nice.
Buys top 4.
Nice.
Dan McStay 40 goals. Only 19.
Steak bites kicked 19.
McKeish.
Now, as we said, this is meant to be a lover. So in a best case scenario, you would get on it. Merritt All-Australian. Bombers over 9.5. And Caddy 40 goals. That was
There
it.
was some we didn't believe in.
No, we didn't believe in that.
That was one of them. We were just trying to get around the Bomber supporters.
Here we go. Cats to make top 4.
Tick.
Cats over 13.5 wins.
Tick.
Jez 60 plus goals.
Tick.
Tom Stewart All-Australian.
Oh. That's one too many legs.
Yeah.
These are good bets, though.
Yeah.
He made 5 of the last 6 before that, though.
Fremantle top 4.
Oh, stiff.
Jai Bolton All-Australian.
No good.
Amiss and Treacy to combine for 70 goals. They had 31 and 42. So we didn't get there on
Yeah,
that.
that equals 7.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it did. So it was just Shy Bolton.
No, they didn't make top 4. Not bad.
Unlucky.
Not bad.
Suns, over 10.5 wins.
That was a lock.
Yep.
Noah Anderson All-Australian.
Yes.
Walters and Humphrey to combine for 50 goals. At 18 and 22, 40 in total.
Oh, not bad.
Really nice.
Jeff Walker gets
Walters
dropped.
out. Humphrey was injured.
Yeah.
That's a lock.
Like a duck.
Hawks top 4. Hawks over 14.5 wins. John Newcomb All-Australian. Nick Watson 40 goals. Kicked 32, so we didn't get there on that one.
Damn.
Giants top 4. Sam Taylor All-Australian and Cadman for 40 goals. Kicked 44.
And Giants finished 5th. Oh, that's a good bet as well.
The Tigers, Richmond 50 goals. Didn't get near it. Vlossen All-Australian we had, and we said the Tigers over 2.5.
Yeah, that's
So,
it.
yeah,
Not bad.
it's almost 3 out of 2. The Swans, very much like the Blues. We said over 14.5.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Errol All-Australian. Swans to make the grand final.
I got changed to Heaney All-Australian. The second Errol got
Yeah.
injured.
Smart.
It did.
He'd go, and yeah, he did make All-Australian.
Saints over 10.5
What a
wins.
player. No.
Sinclair All-Australian.
No.
Higgins 40 plus goals.
How many
Kicked 46.
Nice.
That's a good one from
Higgins.
us.
And if we had Nassau Australian instead of Sinclair, not bad. How many did they win, the Saints? They went over 10.5.
9, I think. Here we go. Bont All-Australian.
Yes.
Dogs over 12.5.
Tick.
Sam Darcy 50 goals.
How many kick?
48.
Oh! Fuck.
And West Coast over 5.5. Harley Reid All-Australian. Waterman 50. We didn't get one. But we came close.
Yeah,
Can I just
damn.
say, the lesson of that is back your side.
Yeah.
Back your side in.
We were fucking close.
So we'll learn from that next year.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Only PointsBet had that in the world, and we made it on PointsBet. The only way you can find that. They were fun to put on.
That's brilliant.
Hope we get some negotiations coming up because we've made them an absolute
Yeah,
mint.
so true. Made them a bomb.
We've made them a mint. All right,
What
let's.
about the one we had all the smalls kick 35?
Wiz went under. A few went under.
Oh, so Wiz kicked 32 goals. It's his second year of footy. He's a good player.
Yeah.
Will he ever in his career be better than Charlie Cameron? He kicked 79 goals one year, Charlie Cameron.
Did he really?
We all talk about how, yes.
Fucking hell.
We all talk about how good Nick Watson is. And he is.
He kicked 79.
Yes. Or was it 59?
59, I think.
One eternity later.
59. He went 3 years in a row. 59, 54, 55.
Still decent.
Kicked 3 in a row.
I see. The more I see the Wiz, the more I see him as a bit more like a Grind Myers type.
I like the grind Myers.
Midfielder,
Yeah.
leg speed.
The setup, the alley-oop player, as opposed to just like the Jack Higgins that's at
Professional
home.
Yeah, I
forward,
read that. But
He's
he can
got
still
more
hurt
tricks.
you.
He's got more tricks to his bow, you reckon?
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
All right, here we go. Thursday night footy. Adelaide, Collingwood. I've got some stuff here for you, boys.
Please.
Riley Thilthorpe for 3 or more goals. He's kicked 3+ in 4 of Adelaide's last 5 matches, 275. I know you love that, Jeb.
Yes.
You do.
Jordan Dawson
I
for
miss
25. Jordan Dawson's recorded 27+ disposals in 4 of Adelaide's last 5 matches against Collingwood. It's $1.80.
Yep.
$1.80, fill up your multi, All-Australian, probably should have been All-Australian captain. Shout out to Zito for this one. In the back of the truck. He will absolutely love this. Morgs, Mitch Hinge for 20+ disposals.
Oh.
This is paying $4. Mitch Hinge has recorded 21+ disposals in each of Adelaide's last 4 matches against Collingwood.
Fuck out of here.
He's 100% in his last 4.
What are we getting?
$4.
Fuck you.
That's as good as he gets.
you.
Taylor Walker, I know you love him more.
Oh,
2
big
goals,
Dallas.
$1.91. Has kicked 2 goals in each of Adelaide's last 5 home matches. How good's that of a stat? Darcy
good.
Fogarty for 2 goals, $1.98. Fogarty's kicked 2+ goals in each of Adelaide's last 3 matches against the Pies. Jack Crisp, anytime goal kicker, $3.15. Has kicked 1 goal in Collingwood's last 6 finals matches.
Awesome.
Every time there's a final, Jack Crisp jumps up. So if there's any others you guys like, let me know.
I like Scott Penderbury to have 20 touches.
Emblebury.
He's just a superstar.
Emblebury.
No, he's one for you. So Jordan to go for 20
He won't play.
pays $1.59.
He's injured.
Right now, I can get under 20 and a half at $2.
Say the
Under.
Yeah, I like the under.
So he has to have 21 for that to hit.
That's really nice.
Over to
Because he'll be a sub. Or he'll get subbed.
Or he'll get subbed off. He's buggered his ankle at training today. Yes, he'll get jabbed up. What about Nick Dacos? 28 and a half. Hurt his ankle today. Like, I saw him grab
They'll
at his
jab
ankle.
him up.
Yeah, they'll jab him up, but he'll get a bit of Neil Bullen. He'll get, they'll beat him up a little bit. They won't keep it easy. 28 and a half his line. I can get DeGoey under into Nick Dacos under. Both $2, $3.60 for that. There you go. What are you up to?
Thanks, mate. 2 goal scorers. You know that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's one in there that I really like. Steel side bottom at 11. I think that's really
Wow.
nice. That's one that I could be like, that hit. Next week I'll say that hit. Yeah, that's what I feel. Dickie Cameron might go down the square. He's $20, which is really nice. Josh Dacos is 20. I think 20 is really nice.
Yeah.
Looking for those prices.
He'll have a crack.
One of those ones, Dan
A lot
Curtin.
behind the
Dan
footy.
Kernan, 950
Yeah,
is good.
Dan Curtin.
Dan
950.
Burton.
So one of them's going to hit, and it's just make sure you got to.
Why is that coming? I swear he kicks a goal every week. Come dog. $13.
Come dog
What
millionaire.
about Billy Dowling?
I'm not sure who that is.
Can we have a blanket award? Who's going to be the best tagger? Who's going to be the best blanket? So we say Dunkley's probably number 1, Nibbler number 2 for the finals. We got Bedford probably number 3.
You think Bedford's a bit of a myth?
He's a myth. He's a myth. Did you hear my thing on number 14?
Tom Atkins
Yeah.
or Oyson Mullen are
Yeah.
good taggers.
We didn't introduce the ramble properly either, by the way.
Ramble.
They know they're in the ramble now.
We're rambling.
First goal glory.
First goal, glue, Morgs.
Go.
It's back. So we've said it all year. We're doing it every Friday night. The loser has to go to the bowling alley once footy's finished, and they have to hit 100 strikes before they can leave. ChatGPT says it's going to take you about 8 hours of just uninterrupted bowling.
I'm going to have to start fingering and get me fingers warm.
The way to score is take someone for their first goal scorer, their price. We turn that into points. Currently, Jev leading on 40, Morgs on 26. Dobe has scored on 9. Das, where are you going being down? You need one.
So Dars had pick one.
I'll just go my 2.
Please.
Cam Rayner, $14.
That's nice.
Ollie Dempsey at 21. I need a winner.
Yeah, you do.
need me.
Seriously.
You need 2 winners. I'm leading, and I had pick 2, and I got Jeremy Cameron at 750, and then I got Logan Morris at 10.
Yeah, good bets. I went Shag and Neil at 11, Cal Archie, my man, for 14. I think I've bet him every time Brisbane have played on Friday night, and he hasn't hit.
Well, this is the week.
Correct.
All right, let's get into, because I'm not sure how
It's
long
going to be
this...
the longest show in history.
Do we just...
Do you recording this? What are we up
I
to?
hope so. Yeah. About an hour and 5
Plus
plus
our
30
30 minutes to go.
We put on a bowl.
Do we quickly... Yeah, we'll put a bow on it.
Put a bow on
We'll
it.
put some stuff on the story.
Smart.
We'll put some stuff on the story in the NFL on Sunday. We'll go nuts.
Yeah, we'll put on 100K gambling in the Discord.
Yeah, our preseason stuff, because we've been going for about an hour and a half. And
Yeah,
we
we're
know
knackered.
you guys are so sick
our
of it.
best bets.
Yes.
No, we'll do our best bets quickly.
Yeah, we're doing our best bets.
Our best bets. So we've each done a bet. So you can't multi-division winners, regular season wins under over. You can't multi them. PointsBet have given us one each, which is really good of them. I've got mine first if you guys want it. Or
Yep.
Jev, you want to go first?
No, you go.
Righto. Green Bay over 9.5 wins. I liked it without Micah Parsons. Okay, I don't love them to win the Super Bowl, but 9.5 is too many. Panthers under 6.5. I talked about this last week, Das. Panthers stink. They're not winning 7 games. Seven wins would be an awesome
Seven wins
season
in
for
the
them.
NFL is
and they
awesome.
go, shit, we might have someone in Bryce Young. So they're not winning that. And then my Seahawks over 7.5. The disrespect is unbelievable. Into Bills to win their division. They're winning the division. And Eagles to NFC East. Their under-over was too many. I'm pretty sure it was 12.5.
Yeah.
12.5 or 11.5. Either way, I think it's a little bit high, but they're winning the division. I get Jev.
And Tampa Bay to make the playoffs.
Tampa Bay to make the playoffs. So didn't take the division, but just to make the playoffs, even if they don't win the division, I still think they'll scrape in. And I get $17 for that. I'm so confident in that.
So you go to the PointsBet app, you click American football, and then
Yep.
100K Sports Hub. The same we did for the AFL. This is a one-off bet. The only place you'll be able to get this is on PointsBet. This is my best bet of the season. Chiefs, Bills, Ravens, all to win their division.
Yep.
They win it every year.
Hold on.
It's like clockwork. The Chiefs aren't losing to the Chargers or the Broncos. Mahomes wins it every year. The Bills have the easiest division of the three of them. They're winning it. And I just think the Ravens are far superior than the Bengals, like as a complete team. I think Joe's just as good as Lamar, but it's a football team.
Yep.
It's not easy. Then I've got the Indianapolis Colts under 7.5 wins.
Okay, you don't like Danny Dimes. You're man. You don't like Danny Dimes.
I'm a Giant supporter. I've seen Danny Dimes.
Yeah, me
He's
too.
not winning 8 games in the NFL.
He's going to earn
not
himself a
winning
contract, 40 mil.
He's
He
not
has just
winning
become a 2-time better player in the offseason. If you saw, he got benched by week 14 last year.
He's become better. I couldn't agree more. Great call. So the Detroit Lions line is 10.5, but it's over $2, $2.10.
Yep.
I went to PointsBet and said, can I please have 9.5? They said yes.
That's good of them.
So I got Detroit over 9.5. I was saying to the
Yep.
boys before, they lost their 2 coordinators, offense and defense coordinator. They're both head coaches. That is tough.
Yep.
They went 16-1 last year.
Yeah, they did.
With a point differential of plus 200, and they had 11 defensive injuries. They belt to ass teams.
Yep.
They beat teams up. So now they get all those 11 defensive players back. Aiden Hutchinson is back fit. That's 6 wins different.
Yep.
So now I just need him to go 10-7
That's
instead
really
of
nice.
16-1. So I got 6 wins in my pocket basically.
Tease is so sharp.
Over 9.5 is great. And then my bet of the year, nearly my bet to come out of the NFC. I just love everything about them. And that's Tampa Bay over 9.5 wins.
Nice.
They're going to win the NFC South by Thanksgiving, which
Okay.
is November 20th.
Yep.
They're going to win the NFC South by then. They're going to beat the Panthers twice, the Saints twice, and the Falcons at least once. And they've got an easy schedule after that. You go look at their last 10. They
have to
could
have a
go
look.
10 in a row going in the finals. They drafted that Emeka Ibuka from
Yep.
Ohio State. They reckon he's the ultimate
Team player.
professional
Yep.
wide receiver, team player. It's like getting Amon-Ra St. Brown, like a
Yep.
guy that blocks everything. Mike Evans
USC
gets
boy.
1,000 yards for breakfast every year he plays. Baker's a dog. I reckon you can argue Baker's the best quarterback in the NFC.
I love Baker. I've always been a Baker
Low
fan.
key in a contract year too.
Contract year, I think he could be the best quarterback in the NFC, or you can argue it at least. I understand there's others: Matt Stafford, Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, Jared Goff, whoever.
Sam Darnold.
No,
Give us yours.
yeah, sorry, that pays $26.
That's really nice.
I can't
26.
believe how good that bet is.
Yeah.
Mine hasn't got back to me yet. They haven't got back to me. Kansas Bills win the division. I think Rams win the division as well, but we'll take that because it's either that or take the over-under.
Yep,
So
smart.
I love the Rams over 9.5 wins. Vikings over 8.5. I like the Patriots over 7.5. And San Fran under 10.5.
Ooh.
I don't think San Fran are going to be pushing that much again. Brock Purdy, I don't know. Just they went all out the other year to try and win the Super Bowl. Apparently some players aren't as happy. I think the Rams are the best team in the
Their
division.
wide receiver room is Pork Snaggish.
Pork Snaggish. That's been a big pod.
Put Hugh Bowman on that.
John Bowman. Hey,
Join us at the clubhouse Saturday.
yeah, if you're listening, some good bets in there. All the bets will be in the Discord.
We're right back. All right, there's going to be an upset this week. There's going to be all right, let's tip. Let's tip right now quickly. I know tipping doesn't go okay, but we're going to find the upset. Adelaide, Collingwood.
Adelaide win.
I think Adelaide win. Geelong, Brisbane.
It's weird that Brisbane are super underdogs because I would like if I didn't see the odds and I saw that they were almost favourite, it wouldn't really bother me. But I'll say Brisbane win.
I'll go Geelong. But
Yeah.
I think Brisbane win too, actually.
I still think Geelong win though. So like,
GWS Hawthorn. You've got the Giants. Don't you have Giants playing prelim final weekend?
yeah, Giants. Obviously.
I've got the Giants. And then do you say the upset? Freo Gold Coast.
Yeah, I think this is the one for me.
Suns?
Yeah, this is
That's
a
the
fun one.
upset.
This is a fun one on a
I
Saturday
think
night.
Freo are the biggest lock of the round. I think the upset is Brisbane beating the Cats. And I could see the Pies beating the Crows. They'll get tight. It could be
Charlie Kerner, the Swans.
Charlie Kerner plays for the Swans next year. Who plays for the
Goulden, Heaney, and Warner. Chile, baby back ribs.
That's a long pod.
Good to be back, Jeff. Bosh.
What are you prepared to lose today? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.